Boom. Hello, internets.
Hello.
So, how is everyone? All right. Hi.
Yes. Doing the Wednesday thing. Red markets, yes.
Yes.
A Wednesday thing.
See, I keep wanting to tell people it's a zombie game, but then everybody reminds me they're called casualties, but it's a zombie game.
Zombie.
This is a capitalism game.
It's a
sir.
capitalism game. That's right. What's up, chat? Hey, John. How you doing, man?
Capitalism game disguised as a zombie game.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. It is both those things at the same time in equal measure, right? If this were a pizza, like where John works,
Pizza does sound.
the dough is capitalism. And the zombies are the toppings.
Sauce. The sauce.
The sauce is just our poor characters.
That's right.
The
The
sauce
sauce
is
is
the
our
trauma.
four
The
characters.
sauce is the trauma.
That's right.
It is,
Mhm.
is all the traumas and all your dependents.
Ooh, thanks for the sub, Tiggs. I love it. I love it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be doing this thing. We're gonna be doing the thing. HSG. We're doing some more actual plays, as always. Let's see here. Obviously tonight, red markets, as you can see, with the beautiful banner. Thank you, Mike. And Casey's picture is elevation, is that right?
Yes, Casey's picture is some of the giant green elevators that actually exist in Enid, Oklahoma,
Yes.
which is where your enclave of elevation is like built
Yep.
around.
And
the
and
best
it's
case.
and it should be said that like those little teeny tiny twigs at the bottom, those are like big industrial streetlights. Like those grain elevators are giant,
Yes.
right? So like when we talk about grain
These are
elevators,
like the
Enid,
stuff on top there is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like the stuff up above it is like 10 stories.
yeah, yeah,
And then there's the grain elevators. And then there was a picture from a different angle where you can see that those grain elevators are like a quarter of a mile, half a mile long.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like a little
so
teeny
that's
train
They're
at the
just
bottom.
massive. Yeah.
Looks
So
like a
there's,
model
like-
train.
So when you say that people live on top of those, you mean they live on top of that big flat part? They built like a little community up there.
Yeah, the people
up top.
in elevation who are like the really rich people, the people who own
Hmm.
like the green in those elevators, have either built on top of the flat space or like those building structures inside have converted to like be a living space.
Wow,
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty
it
awesome.
is pretty awesome.
So yeah, but we're not quite at elevation today. We're over at the school in
Okay.
Enid, trying to get some tech, trying to get some gear. The other things that HSG does, just to talk about that real quick, on Saturdays we play Aegon. We are rounding the bend on Aegon presently.
Last island.
yeah.
Next time.
Yeah,
Maybe the last episode.
Ooh,
Depends on how long. The island's not that long.
yeah, yeah.
We can
Um,
make it long though.
we-
That's just
Yeah,
how
that's
we
true.
do.
I have no doubt you guys can drag that out if we need to.
We'll just throw in a bunch of role play. We'll throw in so much role play. You'd be like, all right,
There's
I guess
plenty
there's
of
no
room for it.
there's no contest now. It's just all role play.
Oh no, I'll make you content.
Shit.
You role play too much, it turns into arts and oration.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. And then on let's see here. I'm trying to think of I think Friday's gonna be Mass Effect, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
should be. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. I always like to check in with my GMs while on stream.
While on stream,
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
no pressure, but you're gonna run the game, right?
Yes.
can I interrupt this regularly scheduled
That
podcast
chat,
to let you know what there's a new emote
that is
that
amazing.
you can pay HSG coin for?
That is amazing. There are
Unicorn horn.
Is it
unicorn
supposed to be a
horns.
unicorn horn? That's
It is. It doesn't work on the tab, but it does work on this one.
It's like they know where the forehead is on that one, so they put it there.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's amazing.
Barring any catastrophe, yeah, Mass Effect will be Friday.
Sweet. I can't wait, man. And then just to fast forward us to September. In September, HSG will be at Gen Con, and we're going to be running a bunch of awesome games with the ConSave crew. Once we get all of those events finalized, we'll be able to actually talk about them more. But yeah, so we're doing a bunch of cool stuff with that crew in September, and more stuff with them in the coming months. I think that like we just like playing games together. We're going to keep doing that, which is awesome. Good times. And I think those are my announcements. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Okay.
No, but we need more kill slash. We need more kill slash in our life.
It's
That's
what
a good.
Yeah.
they played on Consave. It's a horror
Yep.
game that they played on Consave.
Let's
Just
jam
to kind of throw it out there, the last episode of Technoshock, I believe, went up today
Yes, on
on the
YouTube.
Consave's
Oh, yeah,
HSG
YouTube.
YouTube or Consave's YouTube. So
Takes jokes. Will you link that in chat? Will you go grab the link and toss that in chat? That's friendly promo for you guys. Just do it. It'll be awesome.
You guys want to watch everyone lose their bet on my character dying? Come watch that episode.
No, I knew you weren't gonna die. That's why I put money down to make it happen. I was like, the only way this is ever gonna happen is if I put money in, and that didn't happen. So I can't even buy
thanks,
it.
Jake.
Thank you, Jake. Awesome. So, Mike, take us away to the world of red markets in Enid, Oklahoma.
Yes, or what used to be Enid, Oklahoma. Assuming this even counts as Oklahoma anymore.
Right.
There's this thing that I keep getting stuck in my head where, like, eventually it's been 5 years since everything went to hell. So how do you elect people to government positions if their states don't exist anymore?
You don't. No one cares about us.
I don't know. Yeah, no. I mean, like
Clear-
like Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado?
All-
Do they have
all I wanna
anything
s-
anymore? No, just
They were all just lines on a map, anyways. Not like any of that stuff was real. We just made that stuff up to make our seals feel better.
All I want to
And
say
to
is
organize
they
taxes.
don't really care about us.
It's true.
No. They
I mean, they
blew the
did-
bridges on the Mississippi. Yeah.
And
Anyone?
the
Anyone?
what is it? DHQS.
I
Yes.
tried. I couldn't remember the next lyrics. I tried. I'm sorry. I get what you. I'm picking up what you're putting down,
I'm
Evan.
Thank
bad,
you.
Bad at that.
I'm-
I'm bad
I'm
at it.
glad
They
someone
did try to shoot us with a helicopter, though. So
They did.
Yes.
apparently they don't. I would say it's a little more than not caring about us. It's
They
like
actively
Mhm.
despise and hunt the lost.
I don't think it's despised. I think it's more for like fun.
I mean, okay.
You know how people in Texas get in those helicopters and they shoot the pigs?
Yeah, but there's like an actual wild boar problem here.
Yeah, I mean I mean there's a casualty problem. And you know, everything looks like a vector from the sky, I guess.
I must say that's a stretch, but I get what you're doing.
Wait, if we just stand up
Just,
for the little guy.
I just have to stand up for myself as my character. Mr. Longbaugh is not a feral hog, okay? So like
I'm saying they
Agreed.
probably
Deserves
think you are though.
a little bit more regard than.
I agree, David.
Marriage,
don't you-
sure. Do you get it? No.
Well, I don't.
I'll
You know,
earn
we can
it
just
with
prove
their
it
blood.
by bringing down another helicopter on top of us. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get another shot like that ever again. That was
That was a crit fail, so if you do any better than that, you will probably do
Well,
something similar.
I mean, that was an ingenious failure mechanic there, Michael. Because like, how do I crit fail that? I know, throw a whole helicopter at 3 of them, and if they don't make it, they die.
Here we go. Save or die. Yeah.
Yeah,
people are dying.
that was solid crit fail.
What's the
I just
over
wait
under
for you
on
to talk,
survivors?
and then I tell you to roll dice, and I tell you how it gets worse. That's it. That's all games. That's
What's the over under on survivors for this particular session? Is it
Oh, did anyone put up a bet?
Oh, I didn't
There's
ask.
no
I didn't ask
poll.
per session. I asked when I did the poll about like by job, right? And you're still on the same job, so you know, I still have the
Yeah.
opportunity to kill
Yeah.
at least 3 of you. So that's
Well, you already tried once, so
And
Speaking
just
of
you
which,
have one to keep continuity?
since we're on a new session, did our willpower go up back to
yes,
base?
you refill your will,
Yes.
okay.
so you have that. If anybody had spent refresh, I don't think anybody had. That does not refill until you get back home and do downtime.
How do you spend refresh?
Yeah.
You tell me you want to refresh something, and then you spend 1 refresh, and you refill the charges of 1 of your pieces here.
Okay, and we can do that at any time, or is that like something that you have to be like resting to do or something?
I don't think there's
I
a
don't-
requirement on like resting or anything like that.
So it's more like a burst of adrenaline kind of thing, just like if
Well,
you're
it's,
replenishing your
you know,
rations.
yeah. Oh, of course I brought extra, protein bars, right?
Got
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Lara
Okay.
bars. Just a bag full of Lara bars.
Just Cliff Bars. I would like to refresh my rations.
Oh yeah, you spent a healthy dose of those.
I've got 4 out of 10.
All
so
of them.
I can do some
So-
things.
I'm down at 1.
Oh yeah, well you were dugging and weaving like all over the place. So
Well,
that
it's what I
makes
do.
Yep.
sense. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave.
So my refresh goes down to 2. So I still have 2 available refreshes. Right?
If
'Cause
your
I have
depth
3.
mode is 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, so we are out here because the conductor from the shipping hands back in elevation asked you to find a half dozen of these like uplink modules that were part of a set of vending machines that were installed in this elementary school. So last time we did not go watch the weird people who stream like online casualty fights, which
Yeah.
turned out to be a good thing. But then like there's a vector outbreak somewhere in the area from that. We skipped one leg of this thing and we had like some conversation about what all had gone down and how everybody felt about it. And then we did another leg where you ran into the family that was trying to find a new home with their latent daughter. And then there was the DHQS attack helicopter that was like out there to like, got to earn your stripes by killing you some lost. So you accidentally on purpose shot it down on top of yourselves. So yeah, that was the
great.
last of our travel.
It was great.
Kind of like, this new episode starts and it like rolls up, the camera comes up and it's like, it's you guys, and in the distance, like down the block here, there's this big elementary school surrounded by what you can see is a fence. You're probably still a good half a block away from it, so we have to talk about it, ask questions about it, all that kind of good stuff. But yes, so here's the type card. Ta-da! Schoolhouse Sensors is the official name of the job.
Ooh.
And let's see if I can find it. There we go. Another background that has Hayes Elementary
Wow.
in the background.
Oh, dude, that's nice.
I'm sorry, we just missed a prime opportunity to call it a little school of horrors. It just
There it
came to
was.
me.
There it was.
It just came to
Every
me.
day we talk about titles, and
Oh.
you weren't around.
Feed me, Bridget. Feed
Oh,
me.
I'm so mad that
All
I was
right, shut it
actually doing my
down. Put in a new
I'm
title.
gonna quit.
We'll do the
Thanks,
whole thing
everybody.
over.
We're
Start
back
it
in
all
5
over.
minutes.
Announcements and everything.
Oh.
So what do we see? Like what is
So
in
yeah,
front of us?
it's in what was at one point a relatively well-off neighborhood. It's not like big McMansions or anything like that, but there were like some pretty nice houses that were out here. Clearly that was before 5 years of abandonment and zombie apocalypse.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of them in a fair state of disrepair. There's a bunch of them that have burned down in the meantime, because once one catches fire, the next one catches fire, and there's nobody putting them out. So spreads. But then yeah, a little ways down with like some separation around it, because it had like playgrounds and space around it and all the like parking lots and that kind of thing, is Hayes Elementary School, which is a single story, sprawls out a fair amount. It's a one-story school. Most of it is made out of brick, and then there's a fair amount of glass. But you're still kind of a ways away, and there is a fence around basically the whole area there. The fence.
Do we know that?
The fence does not look like it was part of the original construction here. Like it goes around like the front of the building and crosses like, it has one of those like semicircle things where like you can drive past the front doors and drop somebody off and then leave in one fell swoop without having to turn around, kind of deal. And like it blocks the entrances and exits to that. It goes all the way across the front where there's the sign that says Rockford B. Hayes Elementary.
Well, what do y'all think? Think somebody's living here or something?
Looks well defended. Or, well, at least it has a defense, I guess.
Or just keeping something in. I was
I don't
gonna
know, does
ask,
that-
do we?
Oh, go ahead.
I was like, do we see any bodies laying around of vectors or casualties?
Definitely no vectors. Vectors would be up and mobile, right? Like, because they run around, they thrash. They're like, "Yeah," right? They're the bad things, the extra bad things. Casualties, you don't see anything that's like up and mobile around. You may hear some noises off in the distance, but it's like nothing too close by.
They're
There's nothing in the immediate area that you would be like, oh.
So, is there a? Let me kind of look at my stuff here. I guess there's not really an opportunity to scavenge anything out here. I guess I just want to find a way to learn more about the school, either through like just patrolling around it, or I don't know, like
Yeah.
try and look for other
I literally had a page here that talked about that specifically. But yeah, in the back where I did not need it. Okay. Yeah, so there is the opportunity to, like, you've got the Ubix specs, you could just straight up go online and do research if you wanted. It's possible to try to like sneak around the perimeter and see what's going on here. It's possible to try to hop the fence. It's possible to try to, do a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah. I guess I want to look around and see if there is any kind of weak points or gaps in the fence, so that we don't have to like rely on athleticism to get out, kind of thing.
Right. I think if you start to walk the perimeter a little bit, give me an awareness check.
Okay.
Everybody?
I can go it solo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anybody who's like, scoping out around the edges here.
We might be checking out different things, but like I think everybody's probably checking stuff out.
Ooh.
Mike,
Yes.
I rolled a 99.
David, go get some different fucking dice. We're not doing this week.
Look,
Do
I
you want
got
to spend will
11
to
on
just fail?
my green
No,
die,
I don't want to spend will to just fail.
We'll put a pin in that one real quick.
Okay.
Casey, what were you saying?
I mean, I
You're a robot.
would
Yeah.
probably gone with like, how about now?
Yeah, it's still bad.
A little better, but still
that better?
not
No.
done
There it
great.
is.
Think you're back?
Hello.
Hello.
You're better.
Okay, that seems
Got
pretty
an
good.
11.
You got an 11. Also not
Sweet.
good.
2 crit fails.
Do you want to pay a will to not crit fail?
The suspense.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, he got an 11. He rolled a 10.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you got a 1 and a 1. Okay.
I got a 6/4. Or wait, what is it? What would it be? I have skill in that. I got a 8/4.
I got a 9/3.
Okay.
So we're fine.
You and I are
Success,
great.
Success,
I don't know what
Deacon?
success. Maybe you go 2 different directions. So like, okay, you guys go that way and you guys go this way.
And I think if Casey rolled a 10 over like a 1, right? That's what I or was it 2?
That's what it says. That's what he said. I got 11 on his black die.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, so that would probably succeed, I would imagine.
9 on his red.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to. And his awareness is a 1, so it had to be a 10 and a 10 over 9. So plus the okay.
Mhm.
Not duplicates. Okay. Yeah, let's say y'all went different directions. Character names. I remember characters' name. Mirtha and Deacon. Can I get you to roll me a stealth check?
Oh, my strong suit. Okay. Oh, hey. 8 over 6.
Which actually I think ends up being me. Just never mind. I'm not going to worry about the rations on that one because it's a weird scenario. Anyway,
1 over 9.
do you want to
I
pay a roll
failed.
to swap them?
I only have a will currently, so
Well, if you
You
lean
should be
into
back up to
your
full.
yeah, you should be back up to full,
which is 1.
which is 1.
Oh.
Okay, and then if you lean into your tough spot or weak spot, and like make sure to tell me that you're doing that, like you're making a decision based on your weak spot kind of deal, that gives you will. So doing the bad
Okay.
decision gives you will later on. So like you can get more will by doing things that are
Later. Okay, yes, I'll
Forward.
flip them.
Yeah. Okay.
So I use a will to flip it. I can do a bad thing later to get my will back.
It's like
Or-
trophy. Not
I've
quite
only
like
played.
trophy.
I got killed in trophy. So,
with
you know.
less inter-party murder. Anyway,
That's right. I didn't get murdered. I get put into slavery and trophy. Right. Different.
No, you tripped.
That's,
You
you
tripped
know.
and fell into some manacles. It's fine.
you just wound up in slavery as most Christmas elves do. That's
Oh my god.
yeah.
All
Anyway,
of them,
moving
really.
on. Okay, so over on
Deacon and Mirtha.
Mirtha and Deacon go one direction. You end up going around partway to the side, and you find this chain link fence that's out around the front. That's actually like a different piece of fence. There is fencing that goes around because it's like we have like privacy and security fencing that goes around the playground of the school because we protect the kids and stuff like that. And the stuff around the front is like different fencing from that. I think the thing that you guys do notice is that under like the corners of the buildings and like some of the eaves, there's those little like hemisphere camera bulbs, like the little glass ball where it's pointed, it hangs underneath something so it can be facing whatever direction. You're not really able to tell if that is from when the school was built, which is kind of fortress-ish to begin with, or if that was something that was added in later. Right.
They might have security, Deacon.
I mean, it's elementary school. That's not peculiar.
But it could be used by someone that's in there now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over on the other side of the school, Rigid, you will also notice that there are cameras out there. I think the one that you spot, because Longabaugh had a crit fail, you notice that like the little, what would be the glass dome over one of them is like, it's broken off. Like it's still jagged around the top, but like most of it's come down. And there's a camera that is like pointed directly at where Longabaugh is standing. And Longabaugh,
Good.
who's there? You've got the Oakleys on,
Yep.
right? You get the like, you get a little emoji avatar. It's an African American woman with these big round silver sunglasses and like afro puffs.
Huh.
A little animated emoji down there, and it says, "Moonbeam 440X has poked you."
Oh, I don't think I like being poked by Moonbeam 440X.
Right? Because this is like the oh, the weird like formerly social media network that is now the entirety of computer access is like, yeah.
Yeah.
I would let like, hey, and just kind of get Longbow like, hey man, and like as sneakily as like to try to draw attention to the camera to him.
And like
Like,
right as he points at it and you look up at it, that's like blink, like up into your field of view.
Cool. I'll just, I guess, Longbow is a clever enough fella. He'll do like a wave emoji as like, oh man, whatever his I should come up with his username. But yeah, he does like a little wave emoji and then just kind of like looks at the camera and does one of these like, you know, we're all cool here kind of thing.
Sorry, I was trying to look up like,
smooth.
what is the Pitcher, Oklahoma zip code?
Right.
Yeah, it's like Deer Hunter 74360.
Oh man.
You're not obligated to use that. No.
Okay, thank you.
You say that as a joke. I definitely have a relative whose username is Deer Slayer something 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 something
Yep.
something.
Yep. I know.
I
100%.
We all do. We all do.
I'm at least maybe two.
Yeah.
not a family member, but when I lived before St. Louis and was like finding D&D games through like meetup.com, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure whoever the TM was for one of those was like a deer something. Yeah. Game was about as great as you would think. Yeah,
Good hunting.
you will get like like there's a post that shows up. It's like, yeah, like you don't need to be here.
Okay, cool. I'll kind of let Rigid know. Hey boss, let's see here. The camera's pointed at me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll do one of these, as in like, because I don't know if they have microphones or what, but I'll just tap my ear, say, "Hey boss, looks like they spotted me. They're telling me to go ahead and get on out of here."
Well, that's too damn bad. We need those sensors.
Yeah.
Tell them, let's make a deal. Tell them we don't want to take over their spot. Tell them we just want some stuff out of there, not even food. Tell them we're just looking for some equipment.
I'll post back to them as like, trade, dollar emoji, fly wings, bag of like food or whatever, like bread, 2 bread emoji and dollar emoji, like.
The world just runs on emojis now.
It does. It's all.
I think you get one of those messages where it's like, so somebody not connected to you on the social network has like tried to send you a message, like started trying to use like messenger chat.
Yeah.
Where it is like, it's like voice chat that they're like, so and so is trying to initiate a call kind of scenario.
Got it. Oh shit, I'm not the guy for this.
You are now.
I'm gonna
The one with the fancy specs.
Only one of us bought a phone. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna reject the call and do like 2 face and face emoji. Because Longbaugh is not the guy to talk to these guys, and he knows that.
I think it's like
and he'll hold his hand up to the camera, and he'll take his big rifle off,
Mhm.
and he'll set it next to a car or something, and he'll take some steps away from it.
What are Mirtha and Deacon doing?
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side of the school, where everything's peachy.
Where the cell networks
Um,
don't work anymore. Yeah.
I mean, I really, part of me wants to just make this situation just so much worse for the other two, but because we don't know what's going on and us just like breaking in, right? Because I feel like that would be the move is to try to get in the
Well, I think
fence and see if it's a thing. But
we're trying to find a weak spot in the fence.
yeah,
So I would say that, I mean, that would be what she would continue to look for is
what's the playground fencing made of? Is it like chain link or is it something covered for like privacy?
It's probably something covered for privacy. What that is, I'm
Mhm.
not entirely sure.
I mean, it could be anything from like wood slat to a chain link with like plastic.
That's the
through it.
thing that I was like thinking of, but like I don't think I ever knew the name. Where it's like, yeah, it's the chain link with like the plastic slats that run through it to try to block direct view. I mean, it's not. You can certainly hop the fence. Like you can get over it if you try. You both know that there's cameras in there, but.
Well, Mirtha, what do you want to do about it? Yeah. Well, Mirtha, what do you want to do to get in here? The cameras everywhere. We don't want to be too conspicuous.
I think we could find maybe part of the fence that maybe isn't seen completely by those cameras. Maybe.
Do we notice any blind spots walking around?
If you want to try to approach where the cameras are without being spotted, it's a stealth check.
Yeah, just like a spot where you could slip in and then like maybe cut the fence or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm looking. What I'd be wanting to do is let's try and find a place where we can break the fence in easily. That's not seen supposedly by those.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can get. Is there back access? Can we see access to the building back here?
I mean, there are doors around the building in multiple directions because, like, oh, there's the door in front of the parking lot. There's the door out to the playground. There's the door out to, the front. So there's multiple entrances and there are like fire exits and stuff like that. There probably is one that's like a fairly short distance from the fence in the back, where you could try to hop the fence and get over to that door without being spotted.
That's right. David was staring into my soul there for a second. God damn, sir.
I just
he was.
No, you gotta look at the camera, Ethan.
I thought my
you're
camera's
looking above
like
it.
up here though.
You're looking
like
above
right.
it.
Okay.
I'm just trained. It's my career. I just look at the camera as my day job. And so
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good with a stealth roll to try and like get through the fence. And
okay. So now we are going to spend a ration to do a stealth roll to get through the fence, try to find a blind spot up to where the cameras are by the door.
Yeah, I will do that. I will do that if you don't.
Okay. Yeah, I can hang out.
Want to.
I'll probably have to do one to actually get in anyway, but I'll let you go ahead.
Do this first part.
First little foray, yeah.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I mean, you're the one with like a 15 and stealth.
Hell yeah, I do. No, I have 2 actually. That is an 8/6.
Wait, so did you roll the same number?
What?
Are the numbers on the dice identical?
Oh yeah, they're both 6s.
Okay.
It's a critical success.
It's critical success.
Sorry. Rolls are hard, and this game is new.
Yes.
Both true.
We're just a swingy bunch today. Just crits everywhere.
It's all over the place, man. It's perfect. Yeah, you can make it up over the fence. You can find a path where it's like, oh, there's like a slide that's off askew here. That'll definitely block my view, and I can get up over the door. Where there's one where like there's one of the cameras here that's like kind of like it's not dangling off wires, but like it's kind of askew and like partially not connected right. And
Mhm.
you can kind of tell like it's not facing this side. But you can get up to one of the doors, and these are big, heavy metal doors.
Mhm.
It has glass in it where it's that layer of glass with the black fine mesh embedded in it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I think you can see it, the surface of the glass glitching. Where it was at some point this was like electrostatic glass where if you apply a electrical charge to it, it goes opaque. And now like parts of it are kind of like flickering a little bit because like there's still something providing like some remnant charge to it,
Okay.
but it's not actively powered. But the door here is it's heavy metal. There is a lock on it, like
Mhm.
a key lock, and there is a metal handle.
Okay.
Which as soon as if you grab the handle, it completely comes off in your hand, but it doesn't tear off. Like it just like it releases off, like it has like some sort of like latching mechanism that was like released from the inside so that it comes off. Like it was meant to be able to be removed in certain circumstances because like all the schools became progressively more bunker like to prevent being a place where shootings could occur. So one of these defenses was like, oh yeah, the handle, if we lock it down,
America.
the handles just come off. Like,
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's dark, but that is so
True.
yeah.
ask me about the quarren texture apartment buildings back in the loss at some point, or back in the recession at some point.
So cool. My being able to get to the door and have that like there's a thunderstorm outside.
Nice. Good timing.
Spooky.
Does that will Deacon also be able to get over to me since we kind of figured out what that pathing was?
Yeah, I think that with that crit success, I think you're able to like bring Deacon with you to get there.
Okay. Then I'll take a look at like I guess down the hall, like whatever this opens up to. Like what the window, what I can see through the window.
Inside is dark. Like you don't see, even where you would see like light coming into a classroom and then out through the doorway into the hallways kind of deal. Like you don't see any of that.
Right.
Yeah. And can you give me another stealth check?
Both.
With spending.
Yeah, just.
Is that me too? Since I'm like.
Yeah.
here.
Since you're both there.
I got 9s on both dice.
Uh-oh. I got a 7 over.
And we just
5.
spent your only will, right? Because we didn't
Yeah.
chance to tough spot yet. Okay.
I got a success. Does it balance out to just a regular failure?
You
No,
spot.
plus success.
Well, Deacon manages to see. Oh, inside there's a camera that points at the door, like a camera at the door. Like they didn't want people coming in through random doors into the school without being monitored. So there is very much a camera there.
I'm looking, I guess, more than I should be. Like,
yeah, Mirtha doesn't notice that until like the red light on the camera comes on. Like,
oops.
and that's when Longbaugh's glasses light up again. So yeah, back on the like, you guys are in like the back and like up on like the north side of the school. Yeah, so Longabaugh and Rigid are up there. And Longabaugh, you get another one of those like incoming call messages.
All right. I guess they rejected my offer of a face-to-face meeting. So yeah, I'll answer it and go pick up my rifle.
So I
I'll
see you
say,
have a crew there. We'd appreciate it if you left. You should leave now. This isn't the place for y'all.
well, we're willing to trade.
Like, well, why are you here?
Oh, we need, why is anybody anywhere? We need stuff to survive, to make it.
Well, there's no stuff in here for you to survive and make it on. So, like,
Yep.
move along, find another spot.
There definitely is some stuff in there, and we're willing to barter, fairsy squaresy.
What are you after?
I'm gonna kind of get closer to Rigid so Rigid can hear, I guess, my part of the conversation, right? And let's say, well, we're after some old tech out of some vending machines.
Okay.
We got, got stuff, we got skills.
I got food.
We've got plenty of food. We've got skills. Right now, assuming you're talking about those Ubik parts that used to be in the vending machines here. That what you're here after.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe bet there. Those would be real useful.
So
I'm looking at the camera, I guess, while I have this conversation.
I think it's one of those things, like, once the call opens up, like, you have, like, it's the emoji, but it's animated so that, like, it syncs with like her facial expressions and movements as she's speaking.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, first, get the rest of your people away from my building, because this is we're doing important work here, and we can't have you wrecking it. Okay. Now, get everybody back away from the building, and I'll be able to see it on camera, and then I'll call you. I'll call back, and let's see what we can do.
Okay, I can get them away from the building and see that you do call me back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk, obviously, around to where I kind of think they are.
Oh, I'm sure she told you, like, they're in the back by the playground. Like,
sure. Well, I'm gonna keep doing my tour. Right, because I made it somewhat around the school. They made it somewhat around the school. I'm just gonna keep going all the way around.
Do you stay outside the fence, or do you go inside the fence to where you can see, like, the school and, like, the windows and stuff like that?
Oh, if I can go inside the fence, I do.
I mean, she knows you're here, and you got to get your friends, and they're inside the fence.
Yep. Fair enough. Then, yeah, I will make my way. If there's an opening for me to do so, I will get into the fence. Otherwise, I'll just walk around outside the fence.
Okay. Well, I mean, the fence, you can get over it if you try.
Oh, well,
that's basically what Deacon and Martha did.
Gotcha. I don't think so. I think she would take issue with that. And so I'm gonna walk around the outside of the fence and be on the lookout for my crew.
So how did that conversation go? Sounded like it went.
Well, I don't know. It's all unilateral at this point. Get everybody away from the building, then they'll call us back. So, well, let's go give a little mosey, try and find our friends, get everybody back away from the building, and see if they'll talk.
Why can't it just be an empty building or a building full of casualties? But no, it had to be like people.
Yeah. She mentioned a couple of things in that conversation. She mentioned that they were doing important work in there, which that's probably not a good thing. And then she also knew that we were after the tech in the vending machines, It kind of sounded like that tech isn't there anymore,
Oh,
or that they're using it. So this might be a little bit more difficult than we thought.
lovely. Wow.
Yep.
I just wanted to get paid. Okay, let's go get the preacher man and Martha.
Bridget
Um,
really needs to get paid at this point.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah, I'll warn you up front, Casey. I am not going to hit your tough spot this session because you're already on the verge of making no money off this job. So that's
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
debts, man. They
Life
suck.
of a hustler.
Yes. So I guess I'm gonna go and find our crew here. I'd really like to kind of be on the lookout for stuff that's useful. Like I don't know if scavenging is okay to do now. Like I'm really jonesing to try a scavenge. So so just while in
scavenge is
transit
mostly
around
we have gutted a pack of casualties and we rifle through their pockets looking for
got it. Okay, fair enough.
IDs
Then
and
Oh.
stuff.
I will wait. And that's something you can't do in combat or when
Right.
you have like
You,
combat
you
rounds.
gotta
Okay.
you gotta clear the area and then loot the bodies.
Yep. Okay.
I
Cool.
mean,
Well then
collect
Don't worry,
bounty.
David. Don't worry, David. If this thing goes sideways, you'll get all the looting that you want.
can't wait. Cannot wait. So yeah. Let's go find our friends, and I'll just make sure that my rifle is in good condition.
It's completely disassembled just from standing it there.
No, I'm just gonna
Like,
check
yeah.
the mag, make sure that I got all my bullets.
Just like walking around, not even looking at it, like disassembling it, putting it back together.
yeah. Blowing on the receiver and then latching the whole thing back together.
Yeah, you're able to make it around to like the back side of the school. It's like past the parking lot and then the fence here. Like you can see where like Deacon and Martha are like kind of like probably maybe crouched down by that door. I'm not sure where all you're at back there.
I think noticing the camera, you could probably just kind of waved and then kind of gave him one of these and went headed on a little, just to take a few steps back at least, just like, hey, we're not trying to just force our way in. If you're in here, that's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna is there a way that can I see how they got in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's like some stuff in the playground there that probably blocked the view of one of the cameras, and they kind of like went over the fence and like snuck around past behind it.
Got it. Well, then I'll stay on the outside of the fence.
Okay.
And kind of I'm gonna do one of those like whisper shouts. You know, like I'm trying not to like attract other casualties, but I do need them to hear me.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. I'll just say, "Hey, we've been made. They want us to back away from the building, and then they'll call us."
I think
All right.
Sounds reasonable.
where you guys are at, Martha, if you're still like near like the building itself, like you maybe like backed away from that door so you're out of view of the camera directly, but like you're kind of by a window that like would have been like one of the classrooms or something. And there is like a big thump as like a hand hits it from the inside, and you can see it leave a bloody handprint that like smears as it like pulls away. Like thump, like it heard
Deacon?
you out there.
Deacon?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's back away. Yeah.
I also think like the lower sections of glass here are like kind of frosted, and that's what it hits. But like the upper tiers are clear, and you can see like it's the decorations inside of a classroom. And it is the decoration across the front, like where you can see like there's the top edge of a chalkboard, and there's a bunch of stuff that like kids artwork that's up there. And it is marked like Mrs. Stanley's class. June, or well, June's not a month they would have been in school. Like February is a wrinkle in time month.
Wow. I love it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Like
I
book of the
guess-
month for February is
Mhm.
Wrinkly Time. Like
Great.
it's just like bloody like slap, 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 slap.
Yeah, I think once we're out with Longbow and Ridges, you can be like, you might want to ask them about why they've got, I'm assuming, casualties locked up in there. If they're living in there, that's a bit funny to me, I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know. They spied me on the camera and gave me a call.
I
Said
think that's
that,
when like the thing starts to go off again. Like,
oh,
okay,
hold on
we
a
see
second.
you're all clear now.
Is there a way for me to put this on speaker so everybody can hear the discussion / Rigid
Um,
can talk to them? Because I don't.
I don't know, right? Like
Okay, fair enough.
feels
Then
weird to be
I'll
like what
yeah
they built speakerphone into the glasses. It's like
yeah. Well,
that one feels like a weird
and
decision.
then like casualties are out here probably. So maybe I just answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So
If it was the tablet or the laptop, like definitely. If it's the
Yep.
glasses, that feels a little strange
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
It's probably even got those like bone conductive speakers in them,
Oh,
so where
sure.
like there's not even a
A sound.
You
It's not
just
even
hear
like
it.
plugged into your ears. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hear it through my skull parts.
Yeah, those are
Um,
really cool.
Yeah, yeah, jawbone or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll answer it, and actually, kind of before I answer, it's like y'all keep a lookout while I try and get us a face to face. So I'll answer is like, so Moonbeam, how's it going?
I can't have y'all here distributing your entropic energies and interrupting my work.
Oh,
We're on the verge of something important here. And we're just trying to do it. Get our work done.
Okay. Yep.
So explain to me what it is that you're after, and let's see what we can come up with.
Yep. So we don't want to interrupt your important work that you're doing here. You and your crew. We are after some parts. We're after some.
Ubic sensors.
There it is. We're after some Ubic sensors that should have been included in the vending machines in this school. Our sources say that they're here and intact, and we want to leave with the sensors, not the whole machine, of course.
They're here. Right now, they're part of my monitoring system. That's how I keep track of what's going on here. How I spotted you guys.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. So that you tied him into.
If you're expecting me to let go of some of them, I can do that. But
do I remember how many you were supposed to have?
6.
6. Okay. Well. Okay. So. Sounds like you've got them. You're using them, some of them, but maybe not all of them, or maybe there's another way to make it all work for you, so that you can keep doing your important work, and we can just get on out of your hair, and it doesn't have to be a big old thing.
Yeah, sorry. Everybody just wound up seeing like the whole like Mike tries to fix his desktop background on stream. Sorry, I have an actual picture of Moonbeam that I was trying to show everybody in Discord.
Oh,
and
cool.
Instead, I accidentally right-clicked the "Make this my desktop" image.
Yes.
So, I don't need
Yes.
that.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, sorry, I was trying to fix that in the background.
Yeah, Moonbeam is stylish with those glasses.
Yep,
that's good.
Yes, I'm sorry. She will say like, well, there were 6 total, and they are my network right now. That they are how I am keeping track of my project and our project that we're working on here.
Sure.
She's like, but like, yeah, it's not so much that I need these. It's that I need people to stay away from my project.
Okay.
So if you're willing to do a little bit of work for me, I think it would be possible for you to come up with a way for me to keep people away from my work and also not need the sensors anymore.
Yeah, sure. Got to keep people away from the project. I understand that.
Yeah.
And if people were to stay away, you might not need your fancy network in there. Can I get a sense of like how long your project's supposed to last, or do you never leave? Because making it so that no one can come in or out, that's doable. But if you've got to be able to have in and out privileges like an old parking garage, well, that's maybe a bit different.
We don't allow living people in the building. Living energies interfere with our research.
Okay.
You didn't think I was talking to you from inside, did you?
I wasn't super clear on that one, so I'm glad to have that confirmed that you're not actually present. That's good.
We're nearby,
Sure,
but
yeah.
we're not in the building. Life energies interfere with our work, and we're trying to improve the world here, and we need to be able to do the research so that we can accomplish our goals.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, do you have anything in mind in terms of what you'd like to see done that would make this place a little less interesting to folks and get them out of your hair?
The big thing is that we need to keep people away, right? And I think right now we're not actually keeping people away, but we can monitor. And then when people do show up, either we can yell at them on Ubik, or we can put a bunch of guys with machine guns into a pickup truck and be there in about 10 minutes. Whatever happens.
Sure.
But the other option here is that we try to keep people actively away from the building. And I do have an idea around that, because there is a broken down semi nearby with a trailer. We know it's there. It's not in running condition, but it could be fixed. And the trailer is empty, but it has chemical warning and biohazard signs on it. So if you could get that truck and move it here and stage it so it looks like it has been in an accident here, and you don't want to hang out near where there was an accident with the biohazard trailer, that would probably do the job of keeping people away from our work, and we would be able to part with the sensors.
Okay. Let me run that by my crew here.
I'll hold.
Yep. Thank you. Wait one for incidentals. Thank you. And put them on hold and mute. And all that stuff. And then Longabaugh will explain what has been told to him. And he says, you all heard my stellar negotiation techniques there. I just kind of listened a lot.
Excellent. You never gave up an ounce.
Good. Thank you. I was a little worried about that one. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. So, yeah, they want us to move this semi with a bunch of decals of, dangerous chemicals and shit. Make it look like it's had an accident.
Is it empty?
Is it actually going to give us problems? Yeah, they said it's empty, but
so we're going to listen to the people from the internet. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, if it's not empty, then that's a problem.
It's not the internet. It's Ubik.
Yeah. The other thing they confirmed is that they're not actually here. She did say there's a promise of a pickup truck full of guys with guns that would show up if they needed it to. And that's something we can plan for.
But I'm not about. I don't want to get into a gunfight, friend.
Okay.
I'm not built like you.
I hear you. I'm just saying they've given us an option, and I want to put on the table that there is a second option. That we tell them to get fucked.
Getting out of them about what kind of work they're doing here.
Something about keeping. I think they got a building full of casualties in there, and they don't want anybody nearby because you know, the entropic forces, muck with the dream catcher. I don't know what they're doing, man.
Bunch of new age mumbo jumps.
What the fuck? It sounds like some of them hippies, hippy dippy shit I heard back out in Colorado before the time.
Only energies I'm worried about in my life's the Holy Spirit, so we can just keep it there. But
It
what do we
sounds-
gotta do?
They want us to go grab the chemical truck, move it here, and make it look like there's been an accident.
I mean, that doesn't sound difficult.
They want us to bring a very loud truck through the streets here and stage a accident.
And the truck's broken, so we got to fix it first.
Oh,
That doesn't sound quiet.
Nope.
Can we get them sensors first?
I doubt it. If this lady has a brain on her, which is questionable at this point in my opinion, you don't give up that kind of hardware. Not yet.
I mean, I'm
anyway.
just saying, if we can get them sensors in a bag and get that truck full of fellas with machine guns just to be over here and watch us make sure we do what we're supposed to do, then we can make a ruckus with this truck and then just hit the road immediately after before too many casualties show up. I'm just saying, once we do it, we got to move. So, I mean, we're going to need what we need from here first.
I see what you're saying. So, go ahead and get them to defend us while we move this loud ass truck.
Yeah, because I mean, if they're here, then we ain't gonna run. I don't know about y'all. I can't outrun bullets. Bertha might be able to, but shit, I can't.
Gotta work leg day. I keep telling you.
Exact pattern, as they say.
No.
Look, I think if those guys show up with a bunch of guns, if that truck even exists, they're not going to be. I doubt they're going to be nice to us about it, right? I think that's the threat.
The truck moving or not, it's gonna take. I mean, we can probably do it. I'm just saying, it's not gonna. We're not gonna be able to stick around and wait on sensors after we crash a truck into a school.
Yeah, just so I know, do any of us know how to fix a big old truck?
I can give it a shot. I used to tinker back in the day.
Okay, all right.
What skill would that be? Mechanics, I guess.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I got a total of 4.
Not a
How do
total
you have
of
4?
It's just
Three.
whatever the
Oh,
list is
I
there.
thought the 3 intelligence, so I got a 1 in it.
Oh, okay. So it can be done.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it can be done. Sure. And if the casualty count isn't too high, I can probably clean that up. Right. Just from the truck itself, I could probably clean that up.
It sounds like an awful lot just for 6 sensors. Do you think they took anything else from the school, like books or anything like that? Maybe they could part with that.
It sounds like the sensors are used to give them connection to all the cameras and stuff to monitor the outside. I don't know that they even have easy access to the inside. So if we want
to get the sensors too, so
yeah,
that's like the whole reason we trekked all the way out here.
Yeah, but I don't know if the sensors are on the outside of the building or on the inside of the building, because it sounded like what they're doing is they're monitoring the outside
Well,
using a network set up by the sensors.
They're using. They call them Ubix sensors in the module, but they're like network modules, right?
Right. That's kind of what I was picturing. Is that it sounded like they're actually talking to each other and all that stuff.
Yeah. They are just using one of them to connect to the school. That's like that's the modem that they can talk to. But you would need to have that one also in order to get all of them that the conductor wants.
Gotcha.
There's only 6. There's 6 total one of them is in use by them, and they don't want you in the building at all to begin with. So.
Got it.
So Deacon's right. They should be here close to when we bring that truck here. Yeah, I was just hoping we could get some books or something, but
It's serious thunder.
Yeah. Well,
Texas rainstorms, buddy.
Man, I miss a good thunderstorm. You don't get nothing like that up here.
yeah. No.
It has
It's
been
depressing.
a week straight, which is great. I love the rain, but it has not let up.
Wow.
I think we need some more info. Can you get them back on the horn and see if they can?
Let's. Mike, is there a way from? I'd love to use my my old profession here of a security analyst.
Okay.
I kind of am piecing together that they're using one of them to connect, and that the other 5 are just still in the school or around the school. Can I get a sense of like, if they're using it for security, here's how you would use them all, or is it just one of them, and the other 5 are inert because they don't really need to use all 6 for their stuff?
Yeah, roll it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Cool. That is a 8. Let me look at my 8 over 5.
Cool. Yeah, so that's a success. You know, though, back the school is actually fairly recent. Like, it's, you know, probably like, you know, there might have been a sign out front that's like, you know, Rutherford B. Haley's Elementary School, like rededicated to 2025, right? Like, it's relatively recent construction, and that's why it's so bunker-like.
Yeah.
But it's also like that was a time when they were putting in some pretty significant security and like monitoring systems. So if they have power in the school, then they would be able to use all of that stuff as their monitoring and security stuff.
Okay.
And then it's just using the UVic uplink for
Connectivity.
remoting in and like getting access to it from
Gotcha.
outside. But what you know of the actual units themselves are that they were installed in these vending machines that were meant to feed the children in the school.
Gotcha.
And because it's capitalism the whole way down, it was meant to feed the children in the school while allowing them to fire all their cafeteria workers. So that's.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So they only need one, or they're likely only using one.
Right. But you need all of them.
But we need all of them. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if at all possible, since we're kind of close to break time, can we take break and then come back with some kind of decision? Because it feels like Longabaugh's kind of in the fuck 'em camp. Just go cut their uplink, and then we have the run of the school, and we'll see what happens with this pickup truck situation.
Yeah,
that's me, but I want to maybe decide that off cam.
We can see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, the
usually I have to use an app on my phone to listen to it. Let's see.
Yeah. Phone, give me thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Yes, we can take a break. We can come back in maybe 10ish. I don't know, Casey, if you still need us time to adjust stuff.
No, I got everything situated.
Oh, cool. Then yeah, we can go back in 10ish or so, and
awesome.
Have a chance to figure out what we're gonna do.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, everybody will be back in 10 minutes.
Cool. Hello again, everyone. 10:15ish. We were discussing. There was lots of things to discuss. It's hard to make this decision, right? Like there's so many things going on.
Really is.
So we still haven't made a decision.
No, yeah. Okay. So we have a bunch of kind of competing competing needs, right? We want to get into the school to get books and things.
Mhm.
Longabaugh definitely wants to get in there to see what else is worth getting. But these guys are kind of around under threat of violence, right? And Ethan, what was Deacon's deal about the casualties and all that kind of stuff? Like
I don't.
he
Yeah, the
wants
Deacon's
to
not.
he wants to kill them all.
Yeah, he wants to clear them out.
Okay.
Because that's as far as he's concerned, that's folks that are trapped on Earth now, from like a spiritual side of things. They're stuck until they can be dead.
Yeah.
But there's a way to clear them out in a way that's not just suicidal, then he would want to do that.
Yeah. And Rigid, what's Rigid's take?
Rigid's take is the truck, to be honest. He's like, after what you gave him, it's like, we don't know where this is. It seems like the easiest part is to get this truck if we can like land a deal with their guys showing up to help defend that. And he's about the easiest path, and it seems like out of all of this is like potential minimum bloodshed. Yes, we could attract casualties, but if we have like a truck of guys here, that won't be a problem. And by the time we make the deal, we get out, they handle the rest of the casualties. Hell, from what you said, Bridget would be like, sounds like they want all the casualties they want, so we'd be doing them a favor.
Yeah. All right. So sounds like what we're asking for is to be allowed to do the truck in exchange for the parts. And we want what is it? We want them to show up with guns to protect us from the casualties on the street. And we'll figure out if we then get to look within the school for other stuff. And I'm guessing that, Deacon, they're not going to let you kill all their casualties.
No, but I mean, there's more than I could kill anyway, probably. So many as we can.
It is a big building. You could fit a lot of casualties in there. Now, this means that if they're here, they've got us under gun, then we're only going to get to see and do what they tell us to see and do. Right? So if we want to go to the library and they say no, I mean, we might just have to agree to that.
Maybe we can work in a deal. That get some books as well. Like throw that in there. And we need books, the sensors, and we'll do this.
I mean, they're not using this. They're not using anything in the school. They're just keeping casualties holed up in there. So I mean, they don't need the books.
Right.
Don't need nothing out of yours.
Okay.
So if we could explore a couple rooms that maybe aren't being used in their experiment or something.
Okay.
Do you just want to just pick up on what you kind of mentioned there, Longabaugh, is it's potentially like we could move the truck and they could open fire on us.
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing could go sideways real quick.
So we should just all be on guard, I guess. More so.
Yeah.
Anybody good at drive? What's driving in this, Mike? Is it athletic? Like, what
I
is
think it's a
driving?
skill.
It's drive.
It is a
It's
skill,
drive.
yeah. It is. It's under adaptability.
Oh, I got a 0 in it, so I'm not the one to be doing that.
This is strange for you,
Earth has got
Casey.
I can drive kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, Mirtha has a 1.
Yeah. All right. So, Rigid, you can fix it. Mirtha, you can drive it. Deacon and I will defend it.
Okay.
Yep.
And we'll call them and see if they can show up with that promised truck of guys full of guns. Wait, truck full of guys with guns. All right.
Sounds
They
like
just ate them.
Yeah. Yeah, and this would be a good test if they kind of push back on giving us cover. There may not be a truck full of guns with guys holding them.
and the books.
Yep, we want books. Okay.
Just put on your classic charm that you know how to do. You'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna call them. Yeah, so I ring over to Moonbeam, who's looking fly,
Mhm.
and I'll say, Moonbeam, this is the Incidentals. We're still here. I'm sure you can see us.
Saw you, talking. Felt
Yep.
like you guys have come to some sort of conclusion,
We have.
some
We
sort
have.
of a decision. So
We have. Yep.
I'm hoping it's something that's mutually beneficial for all of us. So
Yeah, I
Let's
think that
speak.
it is. I think that it is. So we getting the truck moving again. Sounds like something we can do. I mean, we'd have to look at it and assess, but we have the skill set, and then getting it over here and staged. Sure, make this place look inhospitable, dangerous, even just to be near. All right, but that does kind of change a little bit of what we want to get out of this place. So we do want the sensors, all of them, and if we can, would like to explore a little bit more in the school, um, library or any rooms that are not being used by your experiments. We would like to just take a little poke around.
Well, we find that having living energies in the same area as where the crystals are trying to do their work tends to disrupt their effectiveness.
Okay.
So we can't have everybody like wandering around in here like at length. If you're going to be in, it's got to be quick.
Yep.
Books wise, most of the library was snatched before we got here, before we cleaned this place up and started using it for ourselves.
Okay.
There are still things in some of the classrooms, but the classrooms are where the experiment's going on.
Sure.
If I were to allow you into a classroom, I'd need to know that you weren't going to destroy our test subjects.
Okay. So okay. So you might be able to get us
and
access
I understand that would make it difficult to get stuff out of those rooms, but the research that the people of Euphoria have been doing here is significant, and we feel we're on the edge of a breakthrough. And David, do you have foresight?
I do have foresight.
Can you roll that for me?
I would love to roll foresight for you. Okay. I tied after adding my skill. So I had a 2/3, and then I have a 1 in the skill, so it's 3 and 3. I think the ties go to you, right?
Ties go to the market unless you want to swap the dice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you want to swap the dice?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to swap the dice here.
Okay.
So okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think one more thing. The crew is talking about the logistics of moving the truck, and the truck itself is probably kind of loud. Any chance that a truck you mentioned earlier with a bunch of armed dudes, any chance that crew could be tapped to provide us some cover while we move the rig?
Here's what I can do. The truck itself is one of those like Tesla rigs where it's you have to be behind the wheel to monitor it, but it kind of drives itself, except all that stuff has been stripped for parts before. Getting it running is something that would take obviously mechanics check, and then being able to drive it. I don't think it's the rig itself is not going to be as loud as I think you're thinking of. It's not Knowles fossil fuel burner.
Okay. All right. So it's one of the newfangled, quieter ones. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd still have to get it up and running. Here's what I can do. Certainly staging it when we get there, that's going to make noise. I can have men at the school to help provide defense when all that's going on. Right? So if in the process of staging this the way that we need to have it staged, it makes noise that's going to draw casualties, you'll have support for that. As far as repairing it, if you need the help, if you're not able to get it done on your own, I have someone who you can call. Basically, she's able to offer you a free reference, which is a free success on the mechanics check if you can't make the mechanics check on your own.
Nice. Okay. All right. So somebody here with us at the school to defend us while we stage the accident. Okay. And you have a mechanic that we can talk to if we need to.
Yes.
They can walk us through the particulars.
Yeah. And while I can't let you into like flip through the library because the library is empty and we're using it because it was empty. I can let somebody in briefly into one of the classrooms, but the classrooms have a bunch of casualties in them, right? Our test subjects are in the classrooms. If you want to try to get something out, you can try. We can pick one of the ones on like the outer edges of the building, like the outer corners, which is exactly where Martha had the handprint and saw the signs and stuff like that, of course.
Sure.
But you know,
Okay.
I mean, if you're going to do that, I can't make any promises that you're not going to end up test subjects yourselves.
Sure. Yeah, that's a reasonable concern. Okay. I'll relay that to the group, and it sounds like everything's coming to paces. That you're willing to work with us on some stuff, and that's good. So we're gonna go work on that truck.
Yeah, she can ping you with like a location. It is a leg away from where you're at. So there is one encounter that happens in the process of getting there.
Sure. Awesome.
Oh, and those go so well normally. So.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll relay to the group what's up. You know, library has already been picked over, but there's some stuff in one of the classrooms and they might be able to get us access to one of them. All of the classrooms have casualties in them, and we are being asked not to harm the test subjects. And there's something to do with crystals that are, I don't know, doing crystal stuff with the energies of these casualties, and our presence is interrupting the entropy. They got into a weird direction on that one. Either way,
she did also mention the name Euphoria.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Does Mirtha have foresight?
Yeah, and they mentioned something about Euphoria.
No. I have an intelligence 1 though. But if Longabaugh does say that it's Euphoria,
I've got 1 in foresight.
she would ask, "Can you look up who they? Any information of them on your classes?"
Yeah, I could, yeah, and I may do that.
If Deacon wants to roll foresight.
Yeah, if anybody just knows the answer.
That sounds like some new age mumbo jumbo that he would maybe be on his radar, right?
Sure.
False doctrines and what have you.
All these people who have ideas about the casualties from a spiritual sense, I'm thinking
Deacon knows about.
Maybe you've read a pamphlet.
10/7.
10/7. Okay. Yeah, Euphoria is another enclave. They are out west of Enid, or on the west edge, outskirts of Enid.
Wait, are they the? Sorry, go on.
They're one that we haven't brought up before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Euphoria they're not an actual like what they refer to as detox in the Believers, but they're basically like a hippie commune who believes that like let's take medicine and we just burn some sage, drink the water that we dipped the silver in, and then we can heal, right? And then they've got a bunch of casualties in here and a bunch of crystals, and they're like doing some kind of research around that here. So,
They're trying
But
to
they
pull
are-
the blight energy
yeah,
out.
they are a full-fledged enclave. So like, it's not we piss off Moonbeam; it's we piss off an entire other community that we trade with. If things
Right.
go
Okay.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good to know. So the truck full of guys does exist.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of thinking maybe this is just Moonbeam. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, they're probably going to show up in leather with fringe, but like and like a lot of turquoise jewelry. But
Sure.
they do exist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah,
good.
Deacon would describe them as a bunch of hippies that think they can burn some sage and get rid of the blight.
All right. All right. Well, that's. I wish them luck in that endeavor.
Sage is relaxing.
Well,
Maybe
if-
not so great for removing a second central nervous system.
if we can get the other job done, I can get into a room and gather stuff
Okay.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a way of kind of keeping yourself protected.
Yeah, she's like fully covered, like head to toe. So
Oh, that's right. You've got all the cloth armor and all this stuff. Yeah.
yeah, she nods her head to Deacon. I can do it. It'll be okay. But let's do the first job first.
All right. So yeah, pull it up on my specs, and it's like sounds like we got to go this way a little ways. It's gonna be a bit of a hike, so get your eyes up, your ears on, and let's see what's between us and that truck.
Yeah. So there's. Go ahead.
Did we get the sensor, like when we're handing off the sensors and stuff?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
so
when you
I
get
think I
back here
forgot
with
to-
it, they can help you like show you where they're all at,
Gotcha.
so that you can get
Okay.
them all out quick.
So they
Um,
are all here.
Yes. Yeah. All the sensors are here.
Hmm.
And it sounded like they only were using one of them, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, because one of their earlier comments made it seem like they weren't all here, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is wanting to get at books and art and stuff enough to get me a well back?
Wanting to do it
And
so
doing
I think doing it like I'm gonna go into a room full of dead things to try to get some books out of here because February was a Wrinkle in Time month. Yeah, that is definitely going to be.
Okay, that will be, but
on
not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
23 copies of Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, finally the
We'll
last
have the
third
ending
that
for
fucker's been trying to
Nance.
finish. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Hopefully there'll be more than that, but yeah.
yes. In the meantime, we got a leg of travel to handle before we get to where the truck is at. So we spend a ration because that's what you do.
Is this like a travel? Because like we had to add one on. We're adding
one is
another leg
This
on?
one is unpaid. Yeah, this is not
Okay.
part of your job for the caretaker or
Yeah, we're
the
just
conductor.
doing this one
is-
for free.
Funsies.
just
Mhm.
just for the hell of it. Yeah, but basically, as you're headed between here and there, you cross a point where here I will toss a picture here into the Discord. There's a
Beautiful.
small cobblestone building that is standing remarkably intact. Its exterior openings, windows, and doors are all boarded over. The wood covered in years' worth of obscene graffiti and assorted stickers. Above one side of the building is a flaking sign that bears the word "Museum" in large blue capital letters. On the ground below the front doorstep lie what appear to be two sets of human remains. In the front yard there, in like the lower left of the picture that I put in Discord, that's a huge chunk of shaped like a piece of wood. If you kind of go closer, that's like a giant hunk of petrified wood.
Sweet.
Cool.
And then on the front steps, there are two dead raiders. There's the wooden boarded up part that's covering the front door. has like a slot in it, like that had like you can see it's been like torn off. It had like a mail slot kind of thing, but it was like kind of large.
Mm.
That has been torn off. You can see that there are what looks like a big blast, shotgun blast, like tore part of the particle board apart there, and there are multiple bullet holes in it from regular bullets.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look. Any of those windows that are boarded up, any like gaps in those boards where somebody from inside could peer out through the window?
That gap in the front door for sure.
Oh yeah, I
I think
presumed that.
there probably are a couple slots higher up, like
Sure.
where somebody was standing could be,
Sure.
looking
How-
out at a couple of them.
How dead are those raiders? Like, how
Um,
long have they been dead?
Fairly recent. Do you have first aid or profession medicine?
Probably neither.
I have first.
Nope.
aid.
Mm-mm. I'm speedy.
Yeah, I have first aid. But I'm not gonna walk up to that door and do a check. I'm just gonna let
Okay.
them be dead.
I mean, I got first aid. So
yeah. I was like,
I have first aid also, but
let's nobody walk up to that door without announcing ourselves first.
I just have to let you guys know that I just muted Discord instead of Zoom. Just wanted to put that out there.
As you do, Yep. Too many
it's like me when I'm
things.
running
Too
a
many
stream
buttons.
and I mute myself on Zoom when Streamlabs is picking up just
Everything.
straight up mic.
Yep.
And
Everything.
I'm just like, well, I'm glad I did that.
All right. Well,
You just go say hello. I'm kind
yeah.
of
I mean,
interested what's in a museum.
what's showing up here today? These raiders look freshly dead, right? Do they look all like? Can I see if there's still like stuff with them?
You can scavenge them.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna
Gotta
kind
get
of.
real close for that.
Yeah, I know
Waste
exactly.
not, want not.
Yep, that's
Mr.
where I'm going with this
Longabaugh.
one. So, Mr. Longabaugh is gonna kind of he's gonna walk towards the front door. His hands out, right? He was like, he's gonna kind of listen real quick, see if he can hear any like casualties shuffling around, right?
From inside the house or from
From
inside the
inside, or just kind of being aware of my surroundings before I make any real big noise.
building? Outside here in the streets, no. Inside, no. As you kind of like approach and you're like near that door a little bit more,
Mhm.
there is definitely the smell of something that is dead.
Mm.
But these guys out here have been out in the open air,
Right.
so like that, like, no, this is very concentrated.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna get up towards that door. I'm just gonna give it a listen, and then just like a peek through that opening.
Okay.
Yep. Just a real quick, ha! and then I mean, the picture you got, those look like big old stones. So maybe that would count as cover if somebody's trying to light me up.
Yeah, it definitely looks like whatever took that little flappy door off was like a shotgun blast from the inside.
Oh shit.
Which is oddly enough exactly what's through the gut of at least one of these raiders who's out here. But yeah, as you're near the door, it's like your eyes water. It smells just something is dead in there.
Okay. All right.
But it is. I think most of the windows are boarded up down here, so there's not a lot of light in where you can see.
Sure.
But you can see like the doorways of like there being multiple rooms in there.
Okay.
Kind of accented around the edges.
Yeah. I'll I mean, the incidentals, we got to have some kind of like hand signal or something where I can say, something in here is dead. Yeah. No, just, I'm going to point in there and like something's dead, hold my nose. And then I'm going to get low and just real subtle, like drag these raiders away from the doorway so that I can scavenge them without having to be in the frame of the door to scavenge them.
You can they're like their feet are still at the top of the stairs, but like they're mostly falling down onto the ground. So like you can kind of like pull them over to the side where it's not a clear view of that mail slot.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to be framed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is easy. Yeah. If I could pick these guys over real quick.
Yep.
Scavenging. Okay. Well, that is a 10 over 8.
All right, that's a success. Hey, bounty. They've each got, I think between the two of them, there's three bounty on them.
Okay. Let me make a note of that. And I'm gonna try to open this door.
I was gonna come up. I was gonna come up to give Longabaugh cover.
Sweet. Yeah. As he's wrapping up, he's like, I think there's more inside. It smells like they killed somebody.
I'm gonna. I have my gas mask, so I can lead. If you want to push the door open.
Yeah, I haven't heard any other noise since I got here. So.
Yeah. So getting this boarded up stuff off the doorway is like going to take work.
Okay.
If you want to try to do it quietly, it says you can try to do it with a criminality check.
I think that's David, right?
I have some criminality, yeah. Yeah.
Well, if that fails, I can just rip it off.
Okay. Yeah, so he busts out like a little like pry bar or something. I don't know. Maybe a pry bar is a piece of equipment that I don't own, but I have something maybe.
Yeah, you know how to like
use a broken hilted knife. I don't know.
I think it's like, doesn't having criminality like give you the things you need to do the criminality things? Because I didn't see any gear on the list that was specific.
There's lockpick kits.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like if it does especially call out like if you were to try to like open the doors to the school, like you need a lockpick to do that.
Got it.
This is not locked; it's just boarded up, and you're trying to get these boards off without making a lot of noise that's going to attract casualties.
Okay.
You just like whack it with a sledgehammer and like cool, but like the dead start to arrive.
Right. So that is a 7 over 4.
7 over 4. Okay, that's a success. That one was kind of physical, so can we spend a ration on that one? Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to like pry one of the parts of it free. Where it got blasted with the shotgun, it like kind of like comes apart. So like you kind of like open the bottom half of the door, get the board open here.
Yeah.
The actual door inside of it is open. And leading back away from it, there's a trail of like Longabaugh definitely would recognize it as being dried blood.
Okay. Yep. All right. So yeah, I'll get that door open. I'll pull it open far enough that we can start getting in, and it's like there's blood right there. So be careful.
I'll have my machete out. I would have had it out coming up to the door. And I'll lead in.
Okay. Yeah, Deacon will be
slowly.
right behind.
Just very slowly, just kind of.
Bible's in the satchel, but he's got the gloves up. Rosary's wrapped.
So now that there is some light coming into this room as you make your way in, this front room is fairly large. And the thing that you find is in the middle of it, there is a taxidermied moose, like full-size taxidermy moose, with an older man slumped down on the floor at the base of it with multiple gunshot wounds in the gut, or maybe like chest, a shotgun in his hand, and he has bled out here in the middle of the floor at some point in the past. Around the room, there are multiple other taxidermied animals that are all, none of them are native to this area. Most of them have little cards next to them about like from the such and such region of Africa, or from Vietnam, and from such and such. Like there's like a tiger, and there's like this family of weird boar, and like this moose in the middle of the room, and like just a bunch of like taxidermied animals in this room. And then there's a sign for like another room that's there's okay. There's a sign to 2 more rooms that are displays here in this museum.
Is there like, since the guy's got a shotgun, is there anything I can loot off that? I mean, my shotgun's full up on charges or anything. Is there anything I could get from like grabbing that and like breaking it down? Like maybe buy off some upkeep?
You
or
can
something?
scavenge around the inside of the place here to try to see what there is to find.
Okay.
I would like to check out the other rooms before I scavenge.
10/1.
And over 1. Okay.
Nice.
You reveal the rifle that he has with a single bullet left, covered in Alfred's dried blood, and 2 charges of rations.
Sweet. I'm taking those because I'm low. low.
Yeah.
It's
So,
a
yeah,
rifle,
there's
not a shotgun.
Yeah, sorry, it was supposed to be a rifle.
Okay. I'll just point that out to Longabaugh and be like, "Hey,
Oh, sweet. That's
you
good.
need a bullet."
Actually, I do. Replace one I use on the helicopter. if I may, if that ups me my charges on the rifle. Or should I just roll a scavenge?
I think,
because I don't, I
it
know that when we go, go ahead.
So 1 is it was 1 scavenge check for like the whole area, and 2 is that we hit the 1 and done rule, right? We've scavenged. Scavenging is done.
Got it.
Right, that we scavenged the raiders, we scavenged the building.
Oh,
shit. The whole building?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Oh, so there's like nothing else in any of the other rooms then?
So the other rooms, Mirtha, as you proceed into the next one, there's 2 and they're off to different directions. One of them has windows and is lit, and it has multiple raised display tables that are like cases of glass at the top. And they are full of rocks. The entire room is a display of different rocks from all over the world. And there's another room that is completely dark. It has like a curtain over it covering it. If you shine a little bit of light into the room, that room also has more cases exactly like that with rocks. But you'll notice looking around that it also has what looks like fluorescent light fixtures with black bulbs in them for black lights, but there's no power to it. So that room was all rocks displayed under black lights.
Oh, shit.
What are the chances that we can get those black lights?
Is there anything in that entire enclave you really want to run a black light over?
Well, black light is technically in my mind. So he was new into the dispensary game, and it's purple. So he's thinking it's UV lights. So it acts the same. All right. So.
Yeah, for growing.
Yeah.
These are the ones like you're like the weird stoner kids in high school had for posters. These aren't like grow lights.
Yeah, they won't help you grow anything.
The fixtures, if you ditched the bulbs and bought other bulbs, maybe, but
okay,
you
the
can't
fixtures.
actually buy bulbs, but you'd have to like find bulbs somewhere. So after 5 years,
like
people scavenge.
So okay, so real quick, is just so I understand like the proper scavenging strategy. Should we have like opened up the whole place and then done a scavenge roll, or is like doing the scavenge roll at any time? Because I'm worried as a player that I kind of messed up by scavenging when we hadn't like unlocked the whole place yet.
So it's in here. It doesn't really matter, right?
Okay.
Like because in here, like the point here is that we'll get to it in a second. There's another thing that happens because of the nature of this place. There was really only the opportunity to either scavenge the raiders or scavenge kind of in general ambiently around here.
Okay.
Excuse
But
me.
the next part that happens here is that it is a level 2 detachment threat for everyone to realize that the curator here died devoting his entire life to protecting a building full of stuff that is utterly worthless now. He spent 5 years defending this place for something that is worth absolutely nothing. So it's a self-control check all around.
Damn.
Awesome.
Damn.
Self-control check for just because it's sad. It's just sad.
8 over
Wow.
1.
Double fours.
I'm gonna spend a Ubic charge to help. me.
So 4 and 4 is even, which is good. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's an 8/1.
Okay, that's good. And Casey for Raging.
Yeah, I'm debating on if I'm gonna burn a will here or not. Cause I got a 9/7, so it ties, so it would go to you because I got a 2 in it for self
Oh,
control.
so it was 7 on the black die.
7 over,
is what you're
yeah,
saying?
7 on, yeah,
Okay,
7 on
so
the black.
7
That's
under
a
9.
9.
So yeah, the if you fail it, you take 2 detachment damage, which would bring you to 3 detachment right now.
Yeah, I have
It's
a
not-
feeling I'm gonna see a room full of. I don't want to see. Here's the thing: I have a feeling we're gonna see a room full of something I don't want to see. My character ain't gonna want to see. So
I mean, that's not. It's you haven't even cracked yet.
true.
But like once you do that, you can't ever heal that first 5 again.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Once you hit a 5,
Once you
like, that
crack
whole thing
once
is
once you
done.
reach one of those thresholds, you
Damn.
can't back that tracker back up again.
Damn.
I think
Good to know.
the fact that the deacon is already cracked in like
Yeah.
detachment or whatever is just.
I'll
kinda,
take the
he's just-
risk because I have a. I'm gonna go ahead and take that damage because I have a feeling I'm gonna need my will to get this truck up and running.
Okay.
So,
Is there? I feel like this wouldn't. Okay. These like little placards that explain what things are, like
Mhm.
scientific name of thing is this and is from here, blah blah that bullshit.
Yeah.
That
The
has like
Tasmanian
useful.
devil, Tasmanius devilus, like
Yeah.
Yeah. So it still
native
has
to New
like
Zealand. Like yeah.
it has teachable information on it. Can those be removed?
Those could get popped off. They would probably take a little bit of time. Depends how much you have to. I mean, you could try to use the machete to do it. I suppose there's a chance that's gonna.
Well, could Longabaugh do it if I asked him?
I don't. With what?
I don't know if criminality. You had the thing
right.
that popped the doors open.
Yeah,
The doors
yeah.
off.
I mean, it's probably going to be athletics to do it.
Okay, I mean, I can do it. I would like just whatever I can grab of them, like from the
Okay.
animals, from the rocks.
I think it's
like
athletics to gather them up, and then it's like if there's a failure, then that's like, oh, it's like nicking the blade of your machete, and that's a charge off kind of deal.
Okay. Is any of that class like just liftable? Like you can just take it?
Oh, like to take the actual rocks themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could just break the glass or like problem. Yeah, you can lift, like you'd have to get somebody else to help you, but like the entire top kind of like lifts off kind of deal.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the rocks, but
What
also I
about
don't want
the
to carry a
what about
bunch
the
of.
glowy rocks?
I don't have.
So yeah,
Well,
I think the thing I would say is that it's going to cost you load to carry them
I know rocks are heavy, so yeah.
because yeah. So,
I just want the little plates that like say what different things are, so I can
okay.
teach Puck with them. So
Yeah,
athletics.
Yeah, you can pop. Yeah, you can use athletics to like pop those little plates off,
Mhm.
and then Longbow might be willing to like, oh yeah, here's the animal that it was,
Mhm.
you know. Kind of deal.
Yeah, take some
Okay.
photos or something.
Cool.
I'm really curious if any of those glow in the dark rocks are like radioactive.
It's not Fallout. It's like,
I mean, like you go and find like uranium glass dishware and
Yep.
shit all the time, and that shit glows under black light. So I'm just wondering if one of those is like uranium, not like
I-
cooler uranium, just like crappy uranium.
Oh, not the.
7/6.
yeah, you're able to like pop a bunch of these nameplates off and stuff.
Yeah. So she goes through and she's kind of doing that, and then kind of looks a little sheepishly at Mr. Longbow. Would you? I know it probably has memory or something, but would you mind taking some pictures of these things so I can show them to Puck?
Yeah. I mean this old timer died for this place, so might as well get some photos before it gets thrashed. So,
Yeah, I think I could teach him a couple of things anyway.
yeah, that's fair.
I think from outside, not super nearby, but from outside, you do hear a scream.
Shit.
Oh God. Okay.
like
real quick,
a
Mike,
vector screen?
am I spending a charge on my Ubix
To take the
these
pictures
photos?
and stuff. No,
Yeah.
don't worry about it for right now.
Okay.
Do I need to
I'm
take a
s-
charge from something?
You need to spend a ration for the athletic check. Easy. What was your you started
Like
asking something.
a vector kind of scream, or just a scream?
You hear a woman scream, and then she starts to continue screaming.
That's unfortunate. All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I think the deacon is heading outside, kind of in that direction, and under his breath as he's leaving, you just hear "Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity." And like, we'll get his like shotgun pulled around to where it's in reach, like because it typically sits like behind in his jacket, but he's got it like on his hip now, just so he can grab it and fire. But he'll just head towards.
And before Longbow leaves this room, the rifle or guns that those guys had, that's all wrapped up in the 3 bounty that we got out of this place, right?
So the 3 bounty is like 3 IDs.
Okay.
That is like actual cards
Okay.
that you trade in for like people's identity as bounty.
Gotcha.
Anything you're not sure how people missed scavenging those off the guys that were outside, because like if they had guns, because they had guns, the guy inside was shot to death, but the
Right.
guns that they had outside were gone. Like there might have been a couple. There were spent shells in their pockets and stuff like that, but they were
Gotcha. But do we get to walk away with this
just for
rifle
gear.
that the old timer had?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will heft the rifle.
Yep.
Just so we note that one of us has it.
Okay.
You have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Deacon, you were heading outside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think there's the
That
building,
sounds like
and then
somebody
there's
in
like
trouble.
yeah, there's the little driveway out in front, and then there's like the stairs down, and where there's the big chunk of petrified wood, and there's a patch of like mostly dead grass. And on like the far edge of that, at like the parking lot was, where the parking lot was for this place, you see the guy who was the MC at Wet Willie's tearing at a woman on the ground's stomach with like blood going places. Yeah, he is still vectorized and he is tearing her apart.
That's not something I could just leave running around, I don't think.
Well, that's a problem. That means they're not contained any longer.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm gonna go beat the ever living shit out of that vector. Because that's how I live my life.
Pretty sure. Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to shoot him.
Because we can't make any noise here.
Yep.
I got a silenced pistol, Preacher. You want to use that real quick?
I mean, you need to hold out a hand for it.
Preacher, you're doing. I'm gonna back you up with my silenced rifle too. I'm just, like.
I mean, he'll take it if that don't work. He's just gonna use his hands. He's a little better that way. Or do I even have? I do have shoot. So.
What are you better at?
Same.
Okay, I'll hand you my pistol.
All right.
His
Can we
face
do
is,
that
like,
in this game, Mike?
smeared and like covered with blood, but you can see that he had like some sort of like fluorescent dots for like the facial tracking for like the artificial face they were giving him on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But he will like look up from this woman and see you, and
I'll
like
shoot.
start to come that direction while the woman is on the ground convulsing.
Yeah. You shoot him, I'll shoot her.
Yeah. Let's do it. It's one of those where it's going to be like one shot, drop it, and then just ready to grapple if it gets there.
Yes.
See what
So
happens.
let me toss another link into the chat here, because I think we might end up needing this. So there is
it
actually
therapy for all?
Yeah, totally. There is a Red Markets web app that does have a damage section to it that has like the whole actual layout of boxes from the print character sheet.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yes. So we can use that to keep track of what's happening here in fights, but it does not carry over from like one session to another, so we need to make sure we write it down. Like where things end up at the end. I was trying to see.
This is like BattleTech. I got so many.
How do we make
boxes.
them? How do we make them change though?
Oh, you just click on them.
You
Click
should
on 'em.
be able to click them.
Yep, click on the box.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm clicking them and nothing's happening.
I'm
Open it in a different browser.
Yeah, I would try a different browser if I were you, sir.
Yeah, it worked in Chrome. Ethan.
Okay. Yeah. Firefox.
Firefox is too secure.
Manage your heat, David. Make
Yes,
sure
right.
that you're
Flushing all my coolant.
flush your coolant.
Yeah.
That was a joke for just me and David, apparently.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go, there we
Worth
go.
it, worth it. I got it.
I got it.
It just wasn't a very good one. I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
fine, guys.
fine. Yeah.
I am not. It's not. Okay. What
Just
is
fucking with
going
you.
on?
I'm just fucking with you, dude. We're about to fight two vectors. We're about to fight two vectors.
She might not be a vector.
She's about to be a vector. That's what vectors do.
That's how it works.
They make more vectors.
You can hear her over there screaming, "Oh no! Oh no!" Right?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, she can feel it happening to her brain.
Mike, the link that I got sends me just straight to the.
Click
on
damage at the top.
Click on
Yeah,
damage.
so there's damage in the top.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
dumb. Okay, cool. I
Yeah,
can't read.
sorry, because it also has like a negotiation sheet, and
This
what
is
I should have pointed out
cool.
ages ago. There's a dice roller in there too that like helps
Okay.
figure out what happens.
Got it.
Like would have been helpful.
Shout out to whoever made this thing.
Yes.
Red Markets. Or no, I guess it's Red Markets app, so some rando person.
Yeah, it's I apologize. Their name is actually listed on the Red Markets main website.
They need a certificate on
The
their
app was
website.
created by Eric Bright.
Eric Wright,
Yes.
you need a certificate for your site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why Firefox doesn't work. It's because it's not
Alright.
a secured site.
Firefox
Well,
has
if-
that nice little Facebook cage where it shows me literally everything. If anything I click is going to give anything to Facebook, it shows me
Mm-hmm.
directly to Facebook, and they
Right.
get their stuff from third parties. But
You
All right,
can
so
I'm
how
gonna
do,
email
we,
shoot
how
a
do we
thing.
do combat? How do we do combat? I really
Yeah.
want
Go.
both vectors to die, and I want that to happen as soon as possible. So how do we do this?
So combat. I need everybody to roll initiative. God, when the hell was the last time I ran a game that actually had initiative in it? That is your
Weird.
Not with
black
this crew.
die, 1d10 plus your speed.
Okay. That was
Cool.
8.
We got a 2, y'all.
5.
2 on the dice.
No, 2 total. A
Oh.
1 on the dice.
Nice. Nice.
Well, I'm rocking
What was
a
yours
5.
there? Christian? 5.
I'm also a 5.
All right, cool. I guess I was ready. I don't know what y'all were doing, but I was
Well, we were still climbing out of that house.
yeah.
I mean,
You
frankly,
just went. You heard
I
people
did
screaming and
just-
just
yeah.
went.
Do I get a will for that?
What are your spots again?
One of my soft spot is protecting the weak.
We make that much longer.
About to be real strong.
Was weak when I went over there.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so at the top of the order, we have Deacon. Yes.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna use Rigid's pistol to try and just shoot this thing.
Okay.
So how does that? So I spend a ration.
Oh, to shoot, you spend a charge off the gun.
Okay, you don't spend any rations for that.
No, not for the shoot.
Okay.
I'll
mark
keep
a-
track of it. I'll
yeah,
keep
all right.
track. Yeah.
Cool. And then I'll roll
And
my
you can
shots.
spend additional charges for another +1.
Okay.
And real quick, while he's rolling that, since we're talking about will, can I get a bonus will for my waste not, want not of
Yes.
going to this place? Okay.
I'm gonna spend a will to flip mine, so that'll be an 8 over 2.
Nice. Because
Okay.
you want to hit on this one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will punch one to death, but I would. Shooting is preferable, I think.
Rather not have to do that. Yeah.
I don't know when I punch, I don't make infection checks because I got the gloves.
Yeah.
So I can
Good.
but I mean, if it gets up on me, then I do have to.
It is a vector. So fuck.
Yeah, it's a
you know?
vector, so I'm fucked. But whatever.
Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, you blast through like the knee, his right knee. And his leg is still kind of attached, but he is a vector, and that is good enough for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you did 8 damage to his right leg.
Awesome.
Nice.
So how does determining like where it's being hit at, how does that work?
Your black die is the amount of damage,
Okay.
unless you have a weapon that modifies damage from one of their qualities on it. And your red die is hit location.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, so you basically have to crit on a 10 to hit him in the head.
You have to roll a 10 to hit them in the head, 10 or above.
On the red die for hit
Yeah.
location.
Oh yes, yeah, no, you're right.
Does it matter if I swapped them which one was black and which one was red?
No,
Like,
we
does
can use
it-
whichever they are in the end.
Okay.
That's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. Yes.
but
So
yeah.
next up ends up being Mad with 2 Ds, C Max with 2 X's. Who
Oh
will
no.
charge his way at Deacon and attempt to like right?
Yeah. Gun's
so-
like tossed back towards Rigid so he can pick it up if he needs it, but he's like
Okay. So it's an athletics to try to like toss him over to the side and avoid all that.
spend a ration for that, yes?
Yes.
Cool. Just making sure I'm keeping all my rations nice and okay. That is a 9 over 7.
Yeah,
Just trying to
you're able to like
remark.
maneuver him off to the side and like yeah. He actually has a murder multiplier of +1, which is a +1 on red die rolls. So it's still not enough to match it. So you still
Yeah.
get him off to the side. Yeah.
Love
Next
that.
up is Mirtha and Longabaugh.
Longabaugh.
All right. Mirtha's probably not going to like this, but Longabaugh is going to shoot the woman on the ground.
I don't care.
Okay. Yep. In my dismissive state, it's like you're already gone. I'm just.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm just killing her. I want to use my weak spot of dismissive in killing the lady before she can become a vector. If that works for you, Mike.
Yeah, I think she is starting to get up off the ground, and that's what kind of like
Yeah, I really
exposes
wanted
her
it.
better than when
I
she was
really
like just
wanted it.
lying flat on her back, because that would have been a tough shot
Yeah,
in
you
general,
have
right?
disadvantage on ranged attacks for prone creatures.
Stop it! Not this game. Not this game. Yeah, I mean, if it was going to be technically harder to shoot her while she was on the ground, I would have shot the vector. But I think Longbaugh's idea is I got to kill the thing that's not really defending itself right now.
Makes sense.
She is getting up.
Oh, good.
Kill her. Get it. Do it.
That is so terrifying. 10.
Nice.
Whoa.
All right.
You
yeah,
needed
no,
it,
long bow.
Dax. Yes.
There you go. Hit location 10. You hit her in the head.
Yes.
She only has 10 hitboxes in the head. You just like what's that look like?
Woo.
Yeah. So I think we're we're getting outside the place, all chaotic and everything, and like Deacon just charges this fucking guy, like shooting and then like tossing the gun back and is like throwing hands at this vector, and Longbow's like, what was he munching on? Oh shit. Just as she's like rearing her head up. Cool. I spent a charge out of my gun. It was silenced, so my rifle is silenced.
Okay.
And yeah, awesome. Yeah, I want to say that it's like there's a huge spray in the back and everything like that, and she's probably got a little hole in the front and a big old hole in the back.
We get a view of her from behind on camera, and it like
Yeah.
sprays out, and like we could see through the hole. Like,
Yeah.
Longbow standing there. Like,
Yeah, as she like slumps down, and he just like turns to the vector. But I mean, his round's over. But he's like, all right, one down. and he'll probably call it out as like one down, and then
On it.
those marks go
Right.
on the top of the rifle.
No.
These are meek. These are DHQS.
Nope,
These are
nope,
vectors.
nope. He doesn't track vectors. He doesn't. All he tracks are meeks and DHQS.
Martha just say nice shot. And she's gonna go hand to hand with the vector as well. And I have sturdy on the machete, which I think I don't take a charge off of rations for using.
So it's a
Or-
charge from rations to use a melee weapon. They take charges off when they on a successful hit, because it's like you have to do the motion to like make the attack, and it's just if it connects, does it damage the blade kind of deal.
What
I
is
think
sturdy then?
sturdy takes
keeps it
that
from taking
out.
off the blade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sturdy is like you can smack stuff with it and it doesn't like chip your blade. Otherwise, you would be spending rations and taking charge off your blade
Okay.
every time you hit.
Gotcha.
And the rations are because it's man powered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like my
Probably not the
bow,
way to
we
buy that.
determined is
It's
don't-
not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I don't
powered,
have to
so
have
it
my bow.
wasn't-
yeah, but no, I'll get up there with Deacon, and I will try to draw it more if I can, just to let Deacon pound on it. I have that's an 8. That's an 8 on the die and a 7 on the red die. What do I add to it? I'm sorry. I promise I listened.
It'd be melee.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head anyway. Don't feel bad about that. You're going to add 1 to the red die and 2 to the black die for your melee.
Okay, so 10 on my black die, and it was, did I say 7? So 8 on my,
Right.
yeah, sorry, I hit the dice with my mouse and it moved.
Oh no.
No
And
problem.
I don't know. Yeah. And so my melee is 2, so.
Okay. So yeah, that is 10 points of damage to the torso for him,
Okay. And
which is bad. He is gashed open across the stomach from your machete or something like that. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Just doesn't care.
Does he pull does his attention get pulled from Deacon, or is he just?
Yeah, I think he's probably paying attention to you because you accomplished more out of it.
I'll square up with him then.
Yeah.
I'll stand my ground.
There it is.
And then we come around to Rigid.
I'm gonna pick up my gun. Like,
Okay.
I don't see why you threw that, Deacon. This is hard to come by.
There's a fine
It's
piece
not
of
gonna
machinery.
do. It's not gonna do me much good when the thing's like gnawing at my face. You know.
You know how much I had to pay to get one that's like this chromed and shiny, and you're just
Yeah, it's
Oh my
like, come
God.
on, you cannot. This is an antique, friend.
Didn't
Colt
trust you to
45.
catch it. Didn't trust you to catch it. Didn't want to try.
Where did my other die go? I dropped my die and it has disappeared into this truck forever.
no.
It's gone.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna roll my black die real quick. I'm gonna just roll it twice so I can find it. Of course, it's a 2 on my pistol shooting. So that's my black die.
Right.
And a 9 on location.
No, I'll flip those, big boy.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and flip those.
Okay.
That's what. What's your
But-
shoot?
Well, my shoot is 1. He's not a combat guy.
So it'd be 10 points of damage then, right? Because then the black die would be 9.
So in combat,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I understand. In combat, black die plus your ability, so shoot or melee.
So yeah,
Right.
that's how skill mechanics work across the board. Right.
Right,
So
right, and that
if it was athletics or
determines-
stealth or shoot or what have you. That's determining success. But in combat, it's also used to determine hit location and
Hit
damage.
location.
It does double.
Right. And so then the red die it still follows the same mechanic. Like I still need to have it be under.
You still want your black number to be higher than the red number.
Okay.
That's like whether or not you hit, and then what's
Yeah.
on the black die is the damage, what's on the red die is the hit location. But you still need to get higher on black than red. You toss 2 dice and it gives you all the information you need.
Right. The
Thanks.
black die is hit location or is the
The
amount of
red
damage?
die's hit
Black-
location.
Yeah, the red die is hit location. The
Okay,
black
thank
die
you.
is damage done.
Sorry, promise I pay
So
attention.
it's
Promise.
it needs to be that risky, super risky shot to be like, I hit them in the head and do a lot of damage to them. But it also
Is-
means that by definition, if you hit them in the head, you definitely did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, if you succeeded, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That keeps it- that
mechanics are
keeps it,
just
like-
not my strong suit. So
That keeps it like fictionally in
Yeah.
line because you have to roll really high on your red to hit a really important location.
makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So, the good news for Rigid, you do hit 3. And you hit him in that right leg again, and like he kind of crumples down onto the ground. Like that knee is like the connections are gone. It's just sinew, the bone, and the tension on that joint is shot.
And how do
You
you
have-
take a second shot? Or can I take a second shot?
You can go what they call full attack. So in combat, you get a tactic, which is like basically your full action, right? Attacking is a tactic, and you get what's called a twitch. And a twitch is something like moving, grabbing something off the ground, like your gun in this case, in this round. Swapping a weapon is a twitch.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Using a piece of equipment is usually a twitch, depending on what the piece of equipment is. Avoiding an attack is a twitch. So it's important to
Okay.
keep that one in mind. You can go full attack, which is you will spend your tactic and your twitch attacking. But that means anybody that attacks you hits, and you can't, like, you're not going to move around, you're not going to take a cover, you're not going to do anything else.
Oh yeah, no, I'll
For
back
this
up.
round in particular, since you did have to like grab your gun, like that would have been your twitch to do it.
Okay, so
So
I'm
you're
here.
already in that position.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, and tactic and twitch are decoupled, right? So like if somebody attacked you in the round before it was your turn to go, it's your twitch to avoid that attack, but you still get your tactic.
Okay.
So that the twitch can happen at various times. It's sort of like if you know like the D&D 5e like reaction, like
It's like bonus
reaction
action
can
and
happen in a bunch
reaction
of
lumped
different
into
times.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for this round, one attack. So
Finish him off.
Mhm.
we move Deacon to the end of the list for the next round, which
What?
actually means
The first shall be last, and the last shall
Yeah.
be first.
so basically we rolled initiative and it puts everybody in like A, B, C, D,
Mhm.
and then when you reach the next round, it's B, C, D, A. Then the next round, it's C, D, A, B. So
Oh,
it
interesting.
cycles. So,
So
that
now
it's
the
not...
vector is first.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Really?
Perfect.
That's freaking great.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
great.
I'm here for it all day long.
But it's a new
Okay.
round, so everybody has their twitches back.
Oh,
Yes.
good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good because
Sweet.
awesome.
So you can actually
Um,
defend if it tries to attack you.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
now the two of us with the guns are not in its face.
No, you're
Right. So
back.
that
a
would
little
be
bit.
me and Deacon. Me.
Yeah,
I
bear that in
specifically
mind
asked to
in
be
terms
her.
of
Yeah.
terms of misses.
And he
Yeah.
has no leg, so like he's not going to be super great at attacking anybody, right?
Oh, I'm bouncing around on one
he's
leg
he's
right
not
now.
he's not moving very fast, but he is still going to attack Martha because she is right there, and
Okay.
she slashed him open.
She did.
Yep. So yeah, he attacks Martha.
I defend.
Yes. So it is a ration and an athletics check to avoid the
Of
attack.
course.
God.
Of course, it's all those things. It is all those things, and I'm here for it. I got double ones.
Oh well, that's not great.
I don't have any will.
Fuck.
That's not great.
I mean, I
either,
can push
right?
on my tough spot, but
Did
My-
you?
what?
What was your tough spot?
Yeah,
Immune?
didn't you get?
You did
I thought
something.
I thought you got something that gave you a will.
No, I didn't do it yet.
We determined that there would be things to do to accomplish will. Like going into the room to try to get books out would have been triggered
Yep.
the thing to get will.
Yep.
Um,
And I can't push on my tough spot.
So your tough spot gives you like one pro and one con. I think your pro is
Oh.
just, you're immune, right? Like you're not gonna get
Mhm.
infected. Sorry, spoilers, everybody.
Spoilers, what you know.
I forget
I
what
just
the con is.
the
I think the
downside
con
is
the
meal
con is
ticket.
I think that you're like hunted and
yeah. That
yeah,
okay.
there's
So that's what
money
that
made
is.
off your body. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Tough,
I'm
tough
just
spot and weak spot are the ones that you can get will from.
weak spot and soft
Or
spot.
sorry, yeah, weak spot and soft spot. Sorry, you're right.
Sweet. Let it do its thing, Mike, because I can't stop it. So
Okie doke.
just do it.
Well, appropriately, it does hit you in the right leg because it's down on the ground.
Hey, that's great.
Um,
I'm very happy for it.
yes, it will do 8 kill damage.
It's the red one.
Yes.
Cool.
Did you have armor?
No. Nope.
No? Okay, cool.
Nope. Do I have to roll the other thing? Do I get to roll it just for shits and giggles?
All right, I know the answer in secret. Yeah.
They don't know. Supposedly, these
Yeah.
at 3 don't know, and the audience. So
Yeah. Sorry. Oh crap! She's been like had her leg torn open by this vector, and oh no, what
Mhm.
happens next? Because that will turn you in moments.
so do it, but so like technically, I was bitten. there is a roll that happens because I was bitten, right?
Yes.
What is that? What is that roll? Like, what happens?
It's you roll plus your strength. Sorry, I'm checking.
Just so that we know what the mechanic is.
Yeah. I would roll in secret plus your strength.
Okay,
Is how it is.
gotcha.
And then based on that, either you're fine, you're infected, you're immune, or you become a latent.
Sweet. So I'm fine. Great.
Maybe you got lucky. Maybe it was a blank bite. Maybe there wasn't enough infectious material in it to have anything happen. Who knows? In the course of the next few minutes, Mirtha may turn, right? Mirtha may go vector, which would be bad because when a PC does it, they get to add their speed to all the like bad rolls. This guy's just a +1, but whoever has a high speed in the group, if you turn, that's added to all the bad rolls.
Cool. So Mirtha is just like, oh, fuck. I'm fine. Like, it's okay. Like, backing away.
Mirtha's still in combat. Yeah.
Well, I know, but that's just.
Yeah.
She's yelling in pain. Because she was just fucking bitten. But a lot of curse words, but also like, I'm okay. Like, trying to like express.
Please don't execute me in the street. Yeah.
Right, because Longabaugh just did. So like,
yeah, because Longabaugh is probably about to tell. Yeah, okay. Let's continue with the combat round.
Yeah, no, continue the combat,
Yeah.
dudes. We'll be fine.
Mirtha and Longabaugh, whoever is up next, is up next.
Longabaugh, you went first last time. Would you like to go first again?
I don't think you want me to go first.
I know.
Because Longabaugh is currently like saying, "Deacon, move."
Yeah.
As he's leveling on her.
Yeah. She's panicked because that hurt a whole lot. But I think she's gonna shout like to the others, I'm immune. And then she's gonna attack again. If Longabaugh shoots her, then Longabaugh shoots her. But
Yeah,
she'll
that's
attack
what he
the
was infected would say.
Exactly.
If Mirtha wants to take
I
her
almost
attack,
heard that in David's voice.
It's a 7 on black, and then it's plus my strength, right?
plus your melee, right? You're using the machete
Right. So 7 on black with melee,
with melee. Okay.
and then I had a 3 on red.
Okay, and it adds +1 to red, so that's a 4. So that's 7 over 4 in the end, and it's still a success on your part.
Where does I'm so sorry. Where does the 1 come from?
Vectors have this. Yeah, vectors have what they call a
Oh,
murder
it's
multiplier.
there. It's on them.
And
Okay.
Yeah, it's a +1 on the red die because it's fast.
Okay.
It's painfully, shockingly fast. Okay. So the one thing that is not on the web app is like what the numbers sync to for hit location.
Whoops. Yeah. That'd be really nice if they did that.
So
It does on
that
Legend
is-
Keeper.
Yeah, so I just keep having to go back and forth between the two. 4, 5, 6,
Oh, man.
7. Yes, you deal 7 kill damage to its left leg.
God. Okay.
I mean, crawling
What does
around.
it take to actually kill these things?
You have to fill the head with kill damage.
Fill the head. Fuck.
But once, like, so say I can't like fill the left leg anymore, where does that damage go, or does it?
That damage overflows to another hit location. Like when Rigid
Okay.
shot him, he did like 9 boxes damage or something like that, but he only had 2 hit boxes in that leg left, so like the other 7 went to his torso.
Gotcha. I'll stay. I'm still facing it as best I can.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Longabaugh is gonna take all that at face
It's
value.
also okay, David. Like,
The
it's
thing.
okay if you.
No,
Do what you gotta do.
No. She said the thing that's gonna make Longabaugh wait another round or two, right? I mean, she starts convulsing, then whoa.
Then fuck it, she's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll shoot at the vector. Ooh, that's an 8/8. And I have a 3-inch shoot.
Nice.
So let me spend the thing. Yeah, he's probably still saying Deacon move.
Probably.
Shoots the vector. So yeah, I rolled double 8s. And I got I have a 3-inch shoot. I don't know if that helps at all.
I think the
Just-
damage and hit location is raw die number. So
Okay.
But
Okay. Oh, but
it is.
even so, I have enough shoot to get me over the +1 that he adds.
right. So it's modified numbers for the outcome, the results,
Right.
and then it's raw die
Mhm.
numbers for where you hit and how much damage.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So 8 is torso.
Yes. So his torso is filled. It's like this big tattered, dangly like
Stun damage do anything
guts
to
on the
vectors?
floor. No, nothing significant. No.
I think so. Okay, because that's all punching does.
Oh, shit.
And then like I overflowed that into his arms.
Oh, okay. And then so okay.
But Deacon is up.
What do I do if I just want to like?
Wait, Deacon's last, so Rigid is up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Rigid is up.
Rigid was. No. Okay. Yeah.
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 I see how it works now.
Yeah, because
No,
Deacon's
it's written
the
down.
very
I'm, just,
last.
I'm screwed up because I'm like going acrosswise because I had two people who were 5s at the same time.
How dare us, David?
Yeah, rolling the same initiative.
Cool. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot again. Like there's no questions asked. Like he's got a silenced pistol. He's got bullets.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Bear in mind you have 2 friends in close proximity. So
I might be an
I
enemy. You
got-
don't know.
I got one. I was like, Rigid was there. He saw what happened,
One and a
and
half
right
friends.
now he's got 3 out of 5 detachment, and he's just like, I just wanted to do the fucking job. Why did we come to this building? So if it,
Oh, what is it? We have 1 bracket 2 friends in the location.
Oh my gosh.
all right, 9 for my black die, 5 for my red die, and I have a 1 in shoot, so that's a 10.
okay,
So
so
I-
yeah, that's modified. It's 10 and 6, so it's a success. That is hit location 5, which is right arm.
Oh, just let me hit the head.
That's overflowing.
Yeah. Eventually, nothing will be left but the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, his right arm is useless. It is this. It's just
Good.
shreds out of place. Since he's actually still alive, that involves a lot of stuff spraying around. So bear that in mind for everybody who's like up close. You're getting hosed down with biohazardous goo.
He'll see that and he'll take 1 step back. Like he's
Yeah.
actively taking a step back
One?
to get him.
Just what?
Actually, let me double check something real quick. 'Cause I am
Oh,
Yeah,
Longabaugh
almost
pulls the-
positive.
Pulls the poncho drawstrings tight, so it's got a little hole in his face.
Mhm.
Just with the Ubix specs right there. Just with the Oakleys.
Yeah. He's like pulls the, like catches on his nose. He just pulls it up over his nose. So he's got a little hole to look through his poncho with. So that none of the blight gets on me.
No, I know there's like the charts for the whole like humanity damage type stuff. I know there's one in here that's like, getting seriously injured, potentially get infected by the blight, like fighting a vector kind of thing. So like
Oh right, yeah.
we'll reach the end and then we'll traumatize you. Like
the
officially.
blood splatter stuff.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
So yes, rigid. His right arm comes off. His left arm is all screwed up. And then we come
Thunder
around to
is
Deacon.
back. If anybody cares, the thunder is arrived again.
Yeehaw.
Kill it, Deacon.
I can't with my fists. Is there something I can do to like just hold this thing still so people can just come up and clock it? Because I mean, it's got like one working limb at this point, and I know that's a lot for a vector, but you know.
Yeah, I think resistance is supposed to be the one for like holding things in place and like exerting strength in an ongoing fashion.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 2 in that, so I'll go ahead and use that.
It's a strength thing, so it's spend a ration to do it.
Yep. Go ahead and mark that. So there's my 2 rations I found. Isn't that lovely?
Good.
Have expended no resources on this here fight, at least my personal ones.
Yeah, no net resources spent.
Mhm.
Must be nice, Deacon.
I'm gonna spend another will to flip those, which will put it as a 7/2.
Okay.
And I'm just basically just foot on the neck at this point, just waiting on Rigid to come up and clock this thing because it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so you are holding him in place.
And I mean, if I
Whatever
need
else
to
is
use
going
my
on.
gloves to keep from making like an infection check on that, I will, and like actually physically hold the thing down. But however,
Yeah,
because the padded gloves
'Cause you're in-
are, well, it just says unarmed attacks, and that's not really what this is. So maybe I don't know how that works.
oh, I was probably supposed to make you do an unarmed attack to get hold of him, and then resistance to, like unarmed to grapple and resistance to maintain it.
It's the same skill.
But it's the same value.
It's the
for
same
you. Yeah, I got
numbers.
your
So
stuff.
if you want to
Yeah.
if you want to swap that to unarmed, then that's fine.
Okay, yeah,
It's the same numbers. So
okay. But yeah, you are up close and personal with infectious matter.
I got my gloves.
Got your.
What do the
your-
gloves
your-
say?
Your carpet.
Padded gloves, +1 stun damage with unarmed attacks. These do not prompt infection checks.
Okay,
Boom.
so that's like if you're punching it and it's spraying, it's not
If
gonna.
I'm
Okay.
attacking, yeah, it's not gonna
Okay.
not gonna miss.
All right. Then no, you do not get an infection check.
Yeah, I think at this point, like he's got him like around the neck, got that iron grip on him. Just somebody want to shoot this thing.
Yes. So we
So
come
next
back
round
around
puts-
to a new round. Next round puts Rigid up first. After this thing.
Rigid? Above me and Deacon? Or me and Longabaugh?
Should
You-
put the vector
Martha
at the
and Longbow
bottom.
Vector goes to the end.
And then it would be me and David.
Well, it's Vector should have been at the end of this round, I think.
No, because
No,
I
it
was at
was-
the beginning of the first round. I
Right,
moved
but
to
you
the
were
end.
you were tied
Vector
with
went
it
after
for
me.
initiative at the first round
Oh, okay.
Oh,
too.
okay.
So it should have been moved out as well.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. We had moved it to the middle or to the second, or it
It
was
was
first.
first.
It went first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is Rigid, then Deacon and the thing, then Martha and Longbow this round.
Should we just do Mirtha and Longbow since that'd be skipping them one? Since the Vector did take a turn at the beginning.
I
of
don't
the-
understand how the hell the initiative in this game works. Yeah. Yeah. Martha and Longbow, what do you do?
I think Longbow is gonna shoot it and then put the gun back on Mirtha. like he probably watches Mirtha and then back to the thing.
Makes sense, dude. I'm just, yeah. You go first.
if that works for y'all, I like this tension of like Longbow is ready to shoot her the moment he gets any sign that she is vectoring, and otherwise is just gonna like, all right, poop, and then back to her. If that's okay with you, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least it was me, y'all.
Yeah. Ooh, I have to spend a will to flip these because dang. Okay. That is market rolls a 2 and I roll an 8.
Okay. So
That's right leg.
6, 7, 8. Okay. Both of its legs are destroyed. Its right arm is destroyed. Its torso is all screwed up. It has one box left on its left arm, and has that.
Okay.
Is me holding it doing anything?
Ooh, can I?
You know what?
mentioned
Yeah, I
earlier-
probably should have just let you shoot him in the head. That was, you did 8, right? Okay.
And also you mentioned I can give up my twitch to do a full round attack. Is that something that as a shooter can be helpful? Can I get 2 shots off or no?
I believe so. Yes. I moved all that damage just straight to the head.
Oh, sweet.
So how
Awesome.
much is left in the head?
2.
Yeah, I would then if I can take a second shot, I would love to take a second shot. Oh, let's make a
Yes.
charge here. Okay. So full attack on the thing that's being pinned by the deacon.
What'd you get, Dave?
It's a 7 and a 7. I'm gonna spend a will.
Well, hold on. Doesn't your shoot outdo it still?
But it's still
It's still 7 to 7.
7 and 7 is a crit fail. Yeah.
So I'm
Can
gonna
I
bring
say
that
That's
down.
just for
7 and 7 on the dice.
before you send a will, hear
Okay.
me out.
Okay.
I think it'd be dramatically appropriate for that shot to be loosed at Martha.
To accidentally hit Martha instead.
Dramatically appropriate. I'm not trying to kill my character off. I'm just saying.
I can't do that. I can't. I
For
I
the
hear
purpose
you,
of the story. But
I hear
you do
you.
you.
but long
I mean, you're not
No,
going to kill me.
If you want to do something dramatic, have that fucking spray go right in my face.
I
Oh,
don't want
We
that.
don't need Deacon being a vector.
I do not want a third vector on this scene.
Because I rigid will cut and run.
I'm spending the will to make this not
It's
a crit
just-
fail.
So
Putting
it's
it
just
out
a
there.
regular fail.
Yeah. it's
Wait,
just-
so I still might get shot. Is
Yeah.
what we're saying.
yeah.
I was just saying it would be story appropriate.
It would. But I can't I just can't as a player. I can't do it. And Longabaugh would be waiting for physical sign of her turning. She said the one thing that was going to give her time. He's giving her that time, but he's waiting. He's ready the moment she starts to spasm. So don't break out into a dance because I might get confused.
I'll try not to. Thanks.
That ends up as just a typical failure then.
Okay.
That is, it's down on the ground and Deacon is pinning it there, but it's still, the head and part of its shot.
It's
and,
thrashing and
it's-
stuff.
Yeah. So it's a miss. It is the charge off the gun.
Okay.
Goodbye charge.
So I will finish it off or try to.
Okay. Take his wing.
So that's I have a 2 on black and a 1 on red. So 4 for melee. And then I
Okay.
guess
So yeah,
2
that
for
ends
red.
up being a 4/2. So that is still a success. Yeah.
Okay. And it had
yeah,
2 points left
and
in its head, right?
Yep. That is kind of comes apart at the top jaw. Rolls off across the lawn. As Bertha still has this huge tear through
Yeah.
her leg.
Martha is doing that silent crying, because from the pain. It hurts so fucking bad. And she's just staring at Deacon, because she's not gonna look back at the others. She's just staring at Deacon.
Yeah, he's just gonna look at her and be like, "You good?"
I am. I'm not gonna turn. Nothing. It's not gonna happen.
All right. And then Deacon will step in between her and the other two and says she's immune.
How do we know that, Deacon? And he has his gun up. He's following Longbaugh. It's like, look, Deacon, I know you two are close. I know y'all came up from the bayou, but we don't know nothing. I've never seen nobody fight off a vector.
Wait and see.
All right. Bridget, I'm going to turn my back for 1 second and just look around. You let me know if something weird happens. And I want to look around to see if there's any shamblers or casualties. I mean, if there's anything else coming our way, because we did make some noise at some point, I'm sure. That was not a perfectly silent experience. But like, Longabaugh is tense, but he is gonna do a 360 look, and like, he's probably like thinking like, this is how I die. She's gonna fucking vector, and we're all gonna fucking die. As I look for more problems.
And
I
Martha's
think-
just like staring out at the street, just like not looking, not turning, not looking. She's just behind Deacon.
I think Deacon would be like, turn to Martha and be like, with your permission, and then kind of go to like put her in a headlock to where if she starts to go, he's just gonna break, but just to make everybody else feel safe.
I mean, what we got, Mike?
As I look around,
there is the sound of motion from like back behind the building.
All right. Okay.
Actually, sounds like a fair amount of motion. Sounds like, say, 8 motions, 4 shambles away.
Fuck me. I'm gonna look back at the group. We can't stay here. How long have you known?
Couple of years.
You got any bite marks to show off, Martha?
Yeah.
Want to show 'em?
She's gonna take my shirt off or lift my shirt up. So she lift her shirt up and she's got several bites like here. And then like, you know, lets that be seen. She's like, I got a couple more, but
We gotta go.
Stay close to her. Longbaugh.
I can't run on this leg.
Yeah. All right. Let's. You three start going this way. I'm gonna keep an eye on these things. Mike, is there any chance at like looting these 2 bodies that are out here? I mean, we're in combat rounds, right? So we really can't do the.
Well, you're not in that active combat, and like really, like there's one dude right in front of you here that you want to rifle through his pockets.
And the lady.
And the lady.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
she's a little farther away, and she's the opposite direction, so where the sound's coming from.
Okay.
But yeah, if you wanted to scavenge through these 2, that would be.
Okay. Does
We have a
anybody
moment to do like a cursory sift for that.
is everybody okay doing a quick scavenge? Because I know this is like a one and done thing. Okay. Then I will.
In that same moment, can someone do first aid to me
Yeah, I can try.
if they even want to? At this
I
point,
can try. I've got first aid, so I can
just
give
to
it a shot.
bandage it, or so I can move. Or
What does first aid actually do?
Question. Yeah, opened it right to that page. Refers exclusively to battlefield medicine. If you want to nurse someone back to health over a period of time or stop the Enclave's dysentery epidemic, take professional doctor. If you want to keep your gunshot friend from bleeding out, invest in first aid. You're not bleeding out. That's a different mechanic. Doesn't require any charges to make a check, but is one and done for each injury. Charges from a first aid kit or scavenged supplies don't actually heal hitboxes. Spending more charges merely increases chance of success. The amount healed depends on the black, and it spends at a 2-to-1 ratio. It takes 1 black to turn a box from kill to stun, and another to erase stun. Means that the success in first aid can only stop a character from bleeding out and heal some damage.
so I'm not bleeding out, so it's not really a thing. Was that what I'm hearing?
It can get you boxes back.
Does anybody have a medical kit? Because I don't have one.
I don't think any of us picked one up.
No.
It says it
I
doesn't
mean, I
take
guess-
charges to do first aid.
Okay. Well, I'll just roll. See.
Yep.
Nope. Where'd my red die go? Nice. That is a 7/4. 6 on the die, but up to 7.
So that can turn 6 black boxes into, or 6 kill boxes into 6 stun boxes.
Okay. So
I'll help again.
yeah, it's one and done.
One and done.
Can only do it once.
Okay.
Or rather, it gives you 6. It can either turn 6 kill damage into 6 stun damage, or 3 kill damage into 3 stun damage into 3 non-damage.
So completely clear 3, or turn 3 kill into, or turn 6 kill into 6 stun.
How about we'll just make it no damage. So 3 no damage.
Yep.
And we'll go from there.
So
Thank you.
That means you're what, 5 down?
Yeah.
5 down.
Thank you, Deacon.
Still gonna want to keep that in a splint or something.
We'll figure it out.
There are
if we
lots
get
of
back.
like getting closer to that front corner of the building.
At least I can move for now.
On my scavenge, I got a 12/2.
Okay. I think on the woman there's nothing. On the
Okay.
dude, I don't think it's that you find bounty on him that is like bounty. I think the thing that's going to be value there is that you find his actual identity, and he was not supposed to be out here running his whole entertainment enterprise. So selling that to the authorities so that they can prosecute people is probably worth money.
Okay. So his actual identity, and what's his real name?
I don't have a real name for him yet.
Okay.
He
It's
was
like
just Mad C-Max. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mad with 2 D's.
Yes.
C Max with 2 X's.
It's Maxwell C. Reddington.
Yes.
Got some good references today.
Let's see. Reddington. Love it. That's so good. Okay, cool. Which we could sell to the authorities.
Oh yeah, you can deal with your friends and you love them so much.
No. I'll dangle this as a prize to get them killed. Okay, so we leave. We leave before the casualties show up.
Okay. Yeah. We I think evading a pack and trying to avoid it is spending an athletics check to like leave the area.
An athletics
So on
check?
that one. Yeah, which is a ration and an athletics check, and then you're gone.
Oh man.
A 9/7 for me.
Oh, athletics.
Yeah, spin that wheel to flip them numbers.
Martha is still like silent crying because that shit hurt.
2 under 3.
8/2.
Okay.
Or 9/2.
Yay, skill! Hooray for being high skilled.
Wait, we're about to wrap up for the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and flip it then.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so that'd be a 4/1.
Are we able to get to us? Oh, if we all pass this check, are we
Yeah,
able to get to?
I got a 9/8.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody passes the check. You get the hell out of the area here, but as the 8 casualties start coming around the corner. You book it out, and then next time we pick up as you guys arrive where the truck was, which is like the next space over on the map kind of deal.
Do we want to talk through anything that just happened? Like, can we?
Yeah. Is there room for us to have that
Yeah.
scene? Okay. So yeah, like as we're hoofing it away, like, you know, we round some corners, we put some trees between us and them, or whatever. Longabaugh would say, Martha, you said the magic word there. I noted that you were real still afterwards, and I thank you for that. I would have really hated to have to shoot you.
Yeah, I figured it was best to be cautious with you and the rest of you in that matter. Y'all, you understand, I couldn't have told you. You know why, right?
Yeah. No, it's not pretty what they do to folks with your gift.
I try not to tell people about it. I'm sorry if it seemed like a lie. But it's why I take the chance to go up against them, because I know I can.
Yeah. Deacon, you're real brave too. Do you share this gift?
Stupid, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad that you're that you are what you are, and that you're safe. You have people looking after you, or does nobody know?
Who knows?
Okay.
Puck is too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Fuck.
Okay.
So both you and your little brother are immune.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I can't let anybody know. I mean, the only reason, other than you not killing me, we have a contract that I feel you all take seriously. We all agreed we'd get each other out.
Deal's a deal.
Yeah, and you know, in a kind of a selfish way, you being gifted in this way means that our chances are honestly that much better. You know, if you were anybody else, man, we'd have had. We may have all died, you know, because you know, you and then Deacon and then the two of you and Ridge and I are not that fast. You know, it's today could have gone real bad, and I'm honestly thankful that that you did keep that secret, so that you know you were safe to get to this point, and you will be safe going forward. I will see to that.
I'll do my best to keep you all safe. That's kind of why I stay out in front.
It's real noble of you.
Deacon, you're awfully quiet.
It's good to know. That ain't gonna stop me from getting up in there, though.
I didn't think anything would stop you from that.
Still on the better safe. And he kind of pats his carpet armor. Maybe you both should invest into this armor. Keep you from getting eat up.
Yeah,
Because just in case, remember, we still got a whole bunch of other people who's gonna see you, and we're gonna need to figure out how to cover that leg so we don't have a bunch of trigger happy hippies want to put a bullet in you.
I gotta change clothes. I always carry them with me. So no, but I'm prepared. I don't come out here and walk around like bare armed and shit to show that there's a reason. There's a reason. She kind of like looks at like all the things to cover her skin.
Yeah. Well.
Is your brother bit up like you also?
He has a bite. Yeah.
A bite.
It's tough.
Yeah. He got it a couple years ago. Out in Nebraska.
Future problem.
I should what?
Just when this, not if this, but when this all comes together, this deal, we're gonna have to figure out a way to hide your bite marks. I feel. I don't think they're gonna let you across the checkpoint.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's been doing that already. Just one more.
Just,
Right.
depending on how we get in, may not even matter.
I know how to take care of me and Puck. I've been doing it for 5 years.
Well, I don't really know how to help, but if you think of something, let us know.
I just want to make sure. I just want Puck to get over the river.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn into a vector. Thank you for not shooting me. Deacon, thank you for being willing to take that hit.
It's all vanity.
What does that even mean, Pastor?
You'll find out.
We got a truck to move.
When I get back, I'm gonna tell the conductor I want double my price next time.
Sure. Yeah. Let's hope we all make it back. I'm kind of worried that right now it's just going to be one of us.
We'll make it back as long as you keep that gun steady.
Martha doesn't laugh at
No,
that.
I know
She
she
like
doesn't.
just looks.
I know she doesn't.
She just like looks down and ashamed.
Yeah, I think what is it? Character would probably not connect with that, but player does. Right? Like moments of like, oh yeah, remind me of my trauma. Yeah, where I was the last one. Thanks, bud.
Oh, wait, trauma.
Yeah. Hey.
Did we need
Oh,
to
Man, how
roll
far
that?
gone is?
Yeah, did we need to roll that?
What's up with the raid? Hey, thanks guys. Thanks so much for being here.
Mm,
Oh, that's awesome.
Hello.
So yeah, Mike, we watched a Vector consume a woman until she turned into a Vector, and then like our friend get bit. Is there? I'm just wondering. Is there something in here that I need to be rolling in terms of?
Yeah,
I feel like
no.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I
like
feel
six self-control checks.
Yeah, I feel like we're due for some sanity checks here or self-control checks here.
I feel like between all of the fighting a vector, watching that vector turn somebody else, watching the vector do what should have turned Martha and didn't, let's go for like the level 3 trauma check, which is a self-control check. This one is one where if you make it, you still take 1 trauma damage, and if you fail it, you take 3.
Jesus.
Got double tens.
Nice.
Oh.
Does that
Cool
do
as a
anything?
cucumber.
Does that do anything? Anything special?
I gotta flip this one. I gotta spend my last will to not fail this.
I think with the crit, like, you don't even take the one,
Nice.
Nice.
right? Like, yeah.
12 over 7.
Okay, so that's success. That's just one.
1 trauma.
One trauma, yes.
And I got a 9 over 1.
Okay,
Man
so that's one.
lives, man dies.
And I need to do a refresh because I ate up all my rations. And how do I do that? I just tell you I'm going to do a refresh.
Yeah,
Spend one off
tell me
my
we're doing a.
character sheet.
Yep.
11 over 8.
Okay, cool. So that's one trauma damage for Rachel.
Cool. I'm up to 2.
Goes quick. It goes quick. All right. And the refresh is just one piece of gear goes to full.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do we get a refresh back, like if we use it, or like for next game?
Not until we're done with the job. When you go back to the job and you spend time with your dependents and stuff, then you get your refresh back.
I'm gonna also use one because I'm down to 4 charges.
4
Oh,
charges
no.
and what?
No, wait till you're at 0.
Of rations.
Yeah, wait
Yeah,
till
wait till you're at 0.
Okay.
Because otherwise you will have just wasted 4, right?
Fair
'Cause
enough.
You can say I I had more rations this whole time. As soon as you hit 0.
It's like blades. Don't spend anything on a problem that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man.
Thank you, D&D Beyond, for almost screwing me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that vector scene, that was rough.
A little intense.
No,
Why?
That was just he had a +1. If a PC changes, that could be up to a 3. Like,
yeah,
Y'all,
you
at
said
least-
the speed stats. Like, I know she's fast. I'm fast.
At least it
Yeah,
was me and not
speed's,
Deacon.
Yeah.
At least it was me.
That's cool. Oh, cool. Maybe somebody's got suppressant on them.
Maybe someone does.
And then best case,
Suppressant-
worst case, if you hit the suppressant, right, like you can just die, or you become latent.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
That's like your two
suppressant is
options.
expensive. This is character creation characters. We didn't have enough money for suppressant. I assume.
could be. Well, either
Maybe we
way,
can
I'm
make
dead.
some real quick in the field now that we know that she's immune.
Good
Oh, yeah,
luck with
just-
that. Yeah.
all we need is to harvest some of her bone marrow and get a bunch of like bleach and Lysol. And
As someone
And
who's had my
inject it.
bone marrow harvested, no,
yeah, no.
you can't do that. You cannot do that very easily.
Yikes.
Hey, thanks for the
Um,
game, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes. So next week we will pick up with like arriving at this broken down semi rig with the empty biohazard labeled tanker trailer that's attached to it. And trying to get it back to the elementary school, which is of
Yeah.
course where you would want to take a biohazard tanker trailer. None of this is making sense to anybody who showed up after the first 10
But we're
minutes of
so
the game.
glad you're here.
But it's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it was still fun. It was good. People got bit by zombies. It was exciting. They will come back next week and try not to get bit by zombies more.
Right. Yeah, that's the goal. Every week, fewer zombie bites.
I'm going to say it now because I will forget to say it next week. I change clothes.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
On
Just
some
put in-
fresh, non-bitten pants.
Yes.
Yep.
Is there anything else we need to do to wrap up our session tonight?
No, there's no like end of session rituals like there are with Blades or
Okay.
Brentwood Bayware or anything like that. You get paid when the job is done, and it
Did you
ain't done yet.
experience any problems from your traumas? Or
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I need to start keeping better track of that in the moment because like that first tier of crack is like an immediate outcome that
Oh,
would
shit.
affect like a fight scene. So
Okay. Okay, good to know. When we crack, tell you. I cracked, so hit me. kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Is whack.
Okay. Wow, dude. All right, folks. I love that you're all here. Thank you so much for rating Praxagora. That is phenomenal of you. Thank you so much. But we are wrapping up for the evening. We're going to be back again on Friday playing some Mass Effect tabletop role-playing games, which is a homebrew. Casey, who's on audio only tonight, he does all the homebrew rules for it, and we're going to be playing that on Friday. And then we're going to be playing Aegon on Saturday and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Come back here if you can. Either way, I'm going to raid a friend of ours. Wombletastic is going.
Yay, Wombo.
He's playing some Dark Souls. Womble's a chill dude. He's a New Zealander. He's got a great accent. And is just a really nice person. Just a good human all around.
Got some good energy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like to end with Womble whenever he's streaming. So we're gonna head over here. Everybody, thanks a ton for tuning in. This has been High Shelf Gaming. As always, have fun and play well.
Hey, all your rolls be crits.